we're good.
Bussin' with the boys, hanging with the fellas, betting on a game. No woman's gonna tell us what to do, and I've been over here just drinking beer and making that noise. Baby, I'm hanging with the fellas, bussin' with the boys.
Bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bust with the Boys. This is episode 387. We're electrostatic to have you here. If you haven't, please do me a favor. Subscribe to this beautiful podcast. Leave a comment because we're going to do callbacks and tier talks that we do. We investigate what you guys comment in the, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, was it the social media? Formerly known as Twitter? Twitter, X, all of it, dude. We rip it all for you guys, and because it's the year of the audience, we want to give some love. One thing that always gives everybody a little bit of love is our presenting sponsor, Bussin' with the Boys. It's presented by FanDuel Sportsbook, America's #1 sportsbook. Boys, Team USA is making a run, and every match feels bigger than the last. Every kick, every goal, every minute can change the entire tournament. And now, FanDuel is making it even more fun to ride with the stars and stripes. New FanDuel customers can bet just $1 and get $250 in cash if USA reaches the round of 16. That's right. Hey, there wasn't something in your ears. I said it right the first time. Bet just $1, get $250 in cash if USA advances. So we're all in on Team USA, but whether you're picking your favorite player to find the back of the net or building a same game parlay for the match, FanDuel has plenty of ways to get in on the action. And for $1, just one little buck, that's an easy way to have a little extra skin in the game while you're riding with the red, white, and blue. Visit FanDuel.com/Bussin to get started and back USA's run. That's FanDuel.com/Bussin. Now, we have we have some callbacks. We have some tier talks. We'll get into that. There was some massive news that took place this morning. We're filming this on Monday that I want to get to. I know a lot of times, Bussin' with the Boys, this is a place that people come to kind of disconnect for a little bit, to have fun, not worry about their issues or troubles, enjoy some sports talk with whoever we have on the bus. And today we have a great interview as well. But massive news coming out of the NFL, Tennessee Titans. Chris Johnson, who had 2,500 all-purpose yards for the Tennessee Titans. He's one of the Titans legends, has just announced that he's been diagnosed with ALS. He's had it for over a year now. And it's one of those things, man, where it's somebody's worst nightmare. It's awful. There's not a whole lot of things that I can possibly say to make the situation better. I wanted to shine some sort of light on it so that you guys, if you're a Titans fans, if you're a football fan, if you ever watched CJ2K play a football game and thought, oh, that's super inspirational the way he did it, he's going through a lot right now. So if he can be in your thoughts and prayers, please look to do that. This guy's awesome. He's been on our show before. He was a hell of a time, great energy, great guy. And it's heartbreaking to see somebody who is as strong and as powerful and as fast and athletic as he is going through something that, when it affects somebody, it affects everybody around them in their world, including our world as well. So our thoughts are with you, CJ. We love you. And we're hoping everything is as smooth of a transition as possible for you. Now, our callbacks today. It's you get to a little position like that where you have to say some things that aren't very fun, aren't like supposed to be haha giggly, and then we're going to transition to some of these callbacks. It's very difficult, but I'm going to do the best job I possibly can for this show and for the boys in the back. Let's get into some callbacks here. I caught a couple of whispers that the callbacks are a little nasty this week. Some people, it feels like, and Sherm brought this up, feels like people need some football in their life.
Yeah.
Seems like, the lull of guys putting on helmets, getting in between 53 and a third, going and trying to score more points than the other guy while giving everything they had 11 versus 11 is no longer with us. And it seems so far away. Yeah, boys, we're only 10 weeks away. We're only 10 weeks away. All right. And less than that too. It was 10 weeks on Saturday. Boom, boom. We've gotten 48 away from that. So we're 9 and change at this point. Let's get into these. I believe this first one's a nice one, correct?
First one's a nice
one's a nice boy right here. Okay. This is Christopher Sinaros. That's exactly how you pronounce it. 55-48. Sam, Although you claim you could have done better in the Super Bowl, as a Seahawks fan, you balled out when it mattered. We couldn't have beaten the Rams for the NFC Championship without you. Happy you are in Seattle. Let's run it forward. Hashtag Go Hawks.
Hey.
We're not running it back, boys. Sam talked about it. We're not running it back. We're running it forward. Shout out Sam Darnold. If you didn't see that, okay. Sherm, I'm trying to focus, and you're putting this next one. Just scroll away from that one for a second. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Keep
give
it blank
Sam
for
his
me.
flowers.
Give Sam his flowers because that's what we want, dude. This is a place. This is a community where people can come.
Yep.
They can vent when they need to. Let's not be nasty. Let's have constructive criticism. But also, it's really about the vibes that take place. So shout out our boy. Shout out Sammy, who was on the episode last week. Awesome interview. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. Okay. Let me see the next one, dude. Here we go. Adrian Barajas. Is that how you pronounce it? Barajas. Adrian Barajas. Nobody has ever said Tennessee had a loud stadium. And here's what we're not going to do, guys. We're not going to react to these people that are going to be nasty.
That's
all right. There was a social thing last week where guys went around. I believe it was Sobel. He walked around and asked people, "What's the loudest stadium?" I myself said Neyland. All right. Everyone knows I'm a Big Ten homer, but I've walked in to Neyland Stadium, looking at those checkers, looking at them versus Alabama, watching over 100,000 people get after it, and it was deafening. So I don't know what Barajas' issue is. He's got one. And that's all good because we're here for the community. We're here for the boys, all right? We're here to help and give a hand up, not a hand out. So, Barajas, if you need something from us, buddy, just go ahead and comment again. We can help you in any way. Not financially. That's not the kind of game we're playing. We're not doing that, Barajas.
Not doing that.
You can't say nasty stuff.
That's
and
a
then
bulldog that's hungry for some football.
Yeah.
That's itching for some football.
That is exactly what it is. I'll give one word to Jack. Should we give Jack a word or a sentence?
A sentence.
Give him a sentence.
I'm not even upset about it. This is a classic case of elementary school rage bait.
Yeah.
It's
Compound
like
sentence.
if you're gonna comment with 0 likes, 0 engagement on yours, come on, man. Hit the drawing board. Put the work in.
Okay.
You have opportunities to actually get a rise out of me, and it's just not doing it.
Jack, hold on. Scroll back up, please, for a second. Jack, you said 0 likes. He's got 1 on there. So if you're gonna come, you better come correct.
It's
He's
probably
got 1.
himself or it's Clump. It's somebody.
Oh, that's what Barajas is trying to do to us.
He's trying to
tear us
divide
apart.
us. Divide us before 250 too.
We're not going to bring up the fact that you can like your own
You might have to
comments.
do that after the show. We'll save it for after the show. But
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
what we're not going to do, Jack, is we're not going to let him tear us down, right?
No, of course not.
gonna
We're
let him
here
tear us-
for you, Barajas. Whatever your name
Barajas.
is.
Please pronounce it
We're
correctly.
not going to point out that
Adrian Barajas.
ass is in your
All
last
right.
name.
Nasty. That was a nasty comment. He's probably going through more than we can ever comprehend.
Hurt
All right.
people hurt people.
That's absolutely true. This one comes from Feeling It Rising. Entourage is not good. Once again, hey, Clump, relax for a second. Anybody who's watched this show for the past few months know that the boys who have watched Entourage has collectively tried to get Will Compton to watch the show. I don't know where Will finds the time to watch as many shows as he does. It's probably not good for his brain, but every day he's coming in with a new show. Talk about I go to Twitter, I go to X, whatever it's called now, and I see him just posted about a bunch of shows. All I want him to do is know what it's like to just be around Ari Gold for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
As his friend.
Fast-paced, as his friend. Fast-paced, fun, good to be around. Entourage is a top-tier show. Feeling It Rising is clearly going through something. Yeah, Sherm?
I would say so. Probably this is probably a guy that loves sitting down watching some football on a Saturday or Sunday. And he's looking around and he's like, there's no football on. That I can
Guy
watch.
loves cracking a couple neutrals. Hanging
gotta
out
be.
a little bit. And he's messing around right now, you know? He's just having a bad time. He wants to get back to some neutrals and college football Saturdays.
And he's deflecting.
He's deflecting. And that's okay, dude.
Yeah.
Because as men, when we harbor these emotions, we push them deep down. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying sometimes you get a little burp. A little something comes up.
You can feel it rising.
Yeah, you feel it rising. And Entourage is not good. It's clearly a cry for help.
No engagement.
No, okay, Jared.
I was just pointing out the
Jared, come on,
just
man.
part of that screenshot.
We don't need that. Remember, we're here for people.
Yeah.
Clump,
What
I'll give you a sentence.
What
'cause I know you're a
stinks
big
for this
Entourage guy.
guy is I know he's upset, so I would recommend watch Entourage. It'll cheer you up. Dude. Like Entourage is one of the best medicines in my opinion out there. It is great.
Yeah, I agree. Every season, but season 7. Season 7 makes you a little sad boy.
14 Emmys, you said?
14 awards total and 106 nominations. Damn, for a while.
Yeah, but not a good
show.
Not a good show.
And Feeling It Rising, he knows that. He's probably looked it up since then. He understands. What's this next one, Sherm?
This one comes, so if Taylor can only read in American, that's probably what's happening now. He wrote this in English, apparently. This is Jason Crook, 9182. He said, clean take. No way USA is beating England. You speak English because you were a colony. There is no such language as American. It is a dialect of English.
All right.
Okay.
So that's how we're going to. So now I'm getting a little pissed off, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm reading Jason Crook 9182 correctly, he's saying clean take, talking about Kevin's Natural Foods, which we love and adore. Had some this morning. Had some of their scramble. It was actually delicious. And he's going to come in here and take shots at USA. You talking about the country that was established in 1776? You're talking about a country that came in, found new lands, took over a little bit, said, hey, let's make the land of the free the home of the brave. And then England wants to come in and be like, hey, you guys can do everything you want, but that tea you have there, 2% tax on that. And we said, go fuck yourself.
Did we have representation in their parliament while they tax us?
I don't know. Sherm, you tell me, because that sounds like a lot.
I think we didn't.
Okay.
I think we said no taxation without representation.
That's right. That sounds like something I've heard before. So if you're going to come at America, listen, we're here for people, but also Jason Crook, like, maybe, you know what? Executive order, Bussin' with the boys. It's now American.
Hey, but also, American. In his defense, because this is for the people. And I'm the one that brought this up last week.
JP, let me fix my shorts because they're riding up a little high after what you just said.
Jason needs a little help.
Yeah, okay, but I will say this.
Hey, look.
Hold on. I'll say this. I just want to say this. You go ahead and finish the sentence if you want to, but you need to tread very lightly because in his defense...
You sound like the British back in the 1700s.
No, you sound like the British back in the 1700s, dude.
Oh, shit.
So look, if we're gonna tell everybody, we're brushing everybody with the same paint stroke that they're missing football. This Englishman is missing football because football, the football he likes, is being played in America right now. So I'm just saying he's going through the same thing Americans are going.
He's a grumpy boy.
Right, Premier League, they're off. Everybody's on break for World Cup. He's missing football. That's all I'm saying.
Damn,
but the World
JP.
Cup's taking place right now, and he's talking about the World Cup.
But he doesn't have it in his country. We have it here.
JP just waxed poetically.
He kind of did, and that pisses me off, dude. Because I when he said in his defense, I immediately got mad. Like my heart rate was up to 140 in a second, dude. I'm about to hit a hot flash. I'm about to go through Metapause. This guy's got 2 replies on there. I'd love to see what those 2 replies are. We don't have to right now. We don't have to right now. I'll say this to Jason, 9182. If you are going to be that nasty, I would just suggest going to the FanDuel Sportsbook app, putting $1 in America to make it a round of 16. All right, because you get $250 cash. And that is American cash, by the way. The most beautiful, delicious currency you can possibly have in the entire world. Can we agree on that?
Agreed.
Domestic is what we want. USD. That's what we're talking about here. JP, I liked it. I hated it, but I also just...
You understand.
I do. Because I'm a logical man.
We all miss football.
Can we all agree, though, at one thing? Can we disagree and have a blanket statement? America's the best.
Oh, yeah. Of
course. Okay, good. As long as we all feel that way, then we're
Japan
good.
Actually...
hey.
The way we can tell America's the best is with the World Cup being here and all of the fans from all of these other countries, like, realizing how awesome it is here and, like, discovering ranch.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things.
Come on.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things right now is with seeing the Europeans and the people all over the world come here and be like, they kind of lied to us in the media. Sure, go back. They were a little nasty.
Yeah.
So I will say the 2 replies. The 2 replies are a little crazy.
Yeah,
They're
I don't know if we want to cover
right?
them.
And that's just guys' patriotic bone kind of getting a little too much of them, right? That's that spit up, that burp we kind of talked about when you're pushing all the emotions down. A couple guys had some big spit ups on our boy Jason there, so I'm back on his side kind of.
Across the pond. They're missing football, and we're missing football. Everybody's missing football, right?
I'll say this, dude. I'll say this. In England, you can get arrested for saying nasty things on the internet.
You can.
You can get arrested. So
But you can also stab people and then be okay.
Okay, Jack.
I mean, look.
Come on, man.
Maybe we need to go over there and not look into the news and be in the culture instead of what they're doing, being over here, being in the culture, not in the news.
Yeah.
Enjoying America.
All I'm saying is if Jason's from England, he's probably going to get arrested when he gets back. Probably could get arrested. According to Jack, he should stab some people first. That's according to Jack McPherson.
We
according to the
respect
news.
their law, so we will narc on him.
Yeah.
We call the police
We
and say
respect
he's
their
being
laws.
a hater.
Exactly.
We don't need him being a criminal.
Yeah. A mean take can get you 3 to 5 years in England.
Dude, that's all we're saying.
That's all we're
A
saying.
mean take here is just, you might get canceled for a couple of years until there's a transition that takes place and everyone's like, this guy's cool now.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it
Or
works.
a couple clean takes after a mean take can clean the slate.
Clean take, America's the best. We've already talked about that. Kevin's Natural Foods. Clean take.
Clean take.
All right. Is that it? Is all we got for callbacks?
That's all we
Let's
got.
get it.
Maybe a prediction for the US of A. How are you feeling World Cup wise?
We're going to win it all, right?
Come on.
There was conversations that took place. JP broke it all down for me. We have a team that has a lot of talent. We're bringing this guy from Argentina. Is it Argentina? The coach from Argentina. Guy's not a guy you want to be around. He's not going to be a guy you want to have a beer with, but he's a guy that gets the most out of his players. We've seen that. And is it the group play? Yeah. We've seen the group play. Now we're going to where it really counts. We lose the last one to Turkey. I think it was in the last second. Was it Turkey? Yeah. We lost the last one. But at that point, I saw that. I start getting upset, right?
Yeah.
I start getting upset about us losing to Turkey. Someone's like, hey, don't worry about this. It doesn't matter because we're already in. So this game really didn't matter to us. Rest some guys, get some guys out. Let's start to get towards the real end goal here. We got talent, boys.
Come on.
We got talent, and we got a lot of movies depicting about all the amazing things we've done in sports.
Come on.
So why can't this be one of those things as well? FIFA 26 could be Miracle on Ice. Could be America versus Canada in the Olympics, the Winter Olympics. Okay, could be all those things. Could be Rocky Balboa versus the Russian. Like we have those things. So why not just keep it pushing? So that's my thoughts on the World Cup right now. Does anybody disagree?
Zero disagreement.
Zero
And it
disagreement
would be a movie, or it will be a movie when we win, because we will have to play. If we win this one, we'll probably play Belgium.
Yep.
Then we'll play Spain.
Yeah.
Then I believe France, and then Argentina.
See, that's the France part is the tough one,
But
right?
that's what we want.
We want France.
We never asked for easy.
We want the hardest road.
We want the hardest road. And then France would be the second to last before the gold medal.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense because the Miracle on Ice against Russia, that was not the last game. Sweden was actually the last game.
Yeah.
So we beat Russia, and they're like, oh, by the way, we ended up winning it all. Like, we beat Russia. France is our new Russia for this setting because France is such a good ball club.
They are.
They're a good foot club.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, onward. Last week, boys, Tight End U took place. And I want to give a big shout out to all the boys that took part in Tight End U. I think you guys all did a phenomenal job. A round of applause for you real quick. Amazing time. Shout out Greg Olson, George Kittle, and Travis Kelsey, those boys, the founding fathers of Tight End University. For the last 6 years, it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. This past week, whatever it was, they had a open practice where the guys came out. First off, I want to give a massive shout out to all these tight ends because they get there the day before. What they do, they all go out, they have a good time, they cheers, they get after it a little bit, as all tight ends, football players, community, boys, locker room should do. They come out and they put on an absolute show for the 2,500 people that came in. It was free, sold out or whatever. It filled up in, I think, less than a minute. They had all the sponsors everywhere. Shout out Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, by the way. Shout out Reese's. We love Reese's so much. They were awesome people. We ended up emceeing this entire thing. Also, a big shout out to Bruce Kittle, individual who I thought I was going to be on the mic a lot more. Bruce, you could see his anxiety was kind of taking place about every minute to minute. He wanted things to get done. I ended up just kind of losing the mic for a little bit. Bruce just kept walking up to me and taking the mic from me. All good on that because the display, everything was amazing. And then that night, the concert takes place. So is this Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday.
This is Tuesday. Tuesday, the concert takes place. Unbelievable time. It's at the Pinnacle. Am I getting that correctly? So the boys, just so you know what we do for all the people at Bussin' with the Boys who listen to Bussin' with the Boys, our day started at 6 a.m. We have 2 interviews that take place. You will see those interviews later. They have been put on socials. Those have not come out yet. 2 interviews at 6 a.m. Then at 11 o'clock we go and we do MC, the Tight End University practice. Incredible, great time. A lot of athletes out there. I'm sure a lot of young boys were inspired to become the next Travis Kelsey, the next George Kittle, the next Greg Olson, and any other tight end that happens to be their favorite. Then there's a couple-hour break. Jared Beeman and Clump and I make a massive mistake. We go to get gelato. My wife told me go get gelato. We end up not having time to go home. So we shower at Jared's house. I'm wearing the same outfit. I'm wearing the same outfit.
I thought I warned you about that traffic.
Dude.
Are you wearing the same outfit right now, currently, I think?
Could be, man.
I think it is.
What's crazy, too, is I wear the same shit every day, but my closet's so full. It's just nuts.
It's like, why did you shower?
Yeah. Took a quick little shower. Hung out with all Jared's animals. By the way, dude, you got way too many animals. You got way too many of them boys out there, right?
There's 4 now.
Dude, it's crazy. And then we go and MC this event. It was unbelievable. Will Compton hit himself a legendary chug. We had some good times. Crowd booed us at one point because, what's his name?
Kane Brown.
Kane Brown. So I didn't know this. I found out later in the week. Kane Brown, he was playing golf. For those of you who don't know, boy was playing golf. Takes one right in the ear. All right, 23 stitches in his ear. So he misses tight end university. We've all had head. Well, I'll speak for myself. I've had head injuries. I get it. Sometimes they don't let you play even though you want to play. But then we're doing a little bit of homework, and Kane Brown he gets the stitches. He's got that out there. He's at Chick-fil-A, and he looks like he's having a good time. In my brain, Kane Brown's having a good time with this. He ends up not going to tight end university, so we decide to have a little fun with him. Crowd boos us. We tell them they don't respect concussions. A good enough pop for me to be like, everything was justified in what I did to make fun of Kane Brown. Later in the week, his wife, did you see her story? No. She's like, I can't believe people would come at Kane Brown, come at my husband like this. How dare you? He sustained a massive energy. Really, and shout out her, by the way. Shout out her being a wife of a guy who's catching a little bit of heat, and she's pulled the sword out. Jon Snow pulls the sword out and goes, anybody wants to fuck with my man, I'm in. I just happen to be one of the guys that fucked with her man. Yeah. So I'm like catching a couple strays. I go into my DMs. People are like, fucking kill yourself. People legit were like, shout out Kane Brown fans. They go hard. They go hard, dude. And it's like, I'm looking at like these hatred DMs I'm getting, and I'm like, good for these people to come at me, think I did something wrong to their king. I came at him a little bit. It was all in good fun. Yeah. But Kane Brown missed. We made a couple of jokes.
Did you apologize to his wife?
No. Why would I yeah, if she could get no, absolutely. I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize for making a joke and having a little bit of fun. Like, if you're really that upset about it, it's like, hey, listen, you got hit in the ear. Like,
was she coming at you guys? Or
no,
just
I think she was.
Okay,
I think clearly her husband was catching heat for missing tight end U, getting hit in the ear. You know these. I don't know. These tough guys. They want to be like, oh, you got a shot in the ear. You're not gonna go sing. Like, people want to do that. Kind of what I was doing. It was all in good fun. If she's upset about it, all good. Life's not changing at all. We're just having a good time. Guys can't razz with the guys a little bit. Guys can't razz around a little bit.
Just razzing. Well,
anyway,
they probably
dude.
miss football too, the Kane Brown fans.
What's that?
They probably miss football too.
They
the Kane
probably
Brown
do.
fans. Yeah.
What? Anybody who gets mad between now and kickoff, it's only because they just miss football. And I'm here for anybody who wants to get pissed off at me. Yeah. I'm here for them. But yeah, tight end U was awesome, dude. Taylor Swift came out. Lainey Wilson introduced Taylor Swift. She came, and I'll just tell you this, dude. I was kind of into her music when I was younger. I haven't been super into it since then. It's just not my genre. The girl is incredible. What a performer. We're sitting backstage for a moment as she's about to go out, and she's got a cluster. She's got a gaggle of individuals with her, but she's like in the back before she walks out, and you can see her just getting in the zone. And I remember just looking at her being like, yo, it's so cool that somebody who's as successful as she is, as famous she is, it seems like she handles her business the correct way at all times. And for her to sit back, get in the zone, and go out and just put on a performance, whether it was 3 minutes or 5 minutes, it was a very short amount of time. But the pop from the crowd, the way she handled everybody in that moment felt like she was just singing individually to them. And I thought that was just awesome. It was just awesome.
Some cool points awarded too. She comes out before she starts singing Love Story with Lainey. And she's just like, hey, I'm happy to be here. Shout out tight end U. And you think she's about to dedicate this song to her fiance, Travis. Yep. And she dedicates it to George Kittle.
How cool is that?
Which is just, dude, all in good fun. She's having a good time, razzing people. She might miss football a little too.
She probably misses ball.
Yeah.
She misses ball a little bit, dude. But it was awesome, man. She was. It's just really cool to watch people who are like outliers in their craft perform. And I thought, and she is clearly that. She's the biggest superstar in the world. She's our modern day, what would be Michael Jackson. Like, that's probably the stardom it was. And it's just awesome to see all that go down, all while our boy Trav is just there kind of bobbing around, just like stoked to kind of like be there. The cool, I'll say this about Trav.
All right now.
I'll say this about Travis. I've known Travis for almost 10 years now, something like that. The guy has been the same dude since the day I've met him. And that is such a rare thing to have, is a guy who has obviously achieved this insane level of stardom, but he's still doing his thing. What are y'all giggling about back there, dude?
Big Mitch just silent clapping.
It's all right, Mitch. You approve so much, your body couldn't help it, dude. You're just excited.
In my head is like, I know Mitch loves Travis so much. I'm just like, listen to you talking, and I just see Mitch hitting the.
Yeah, that's nice.
This was the first year we saw him that I didn't bring up him wishing me a happy birthday. So,
dude,
I'm proud of myself for that.
That was good. That was good. Having that self-discipline was good. But yeah, dude, it's awesome to see the bros reach that level of fame and still be like the core value of themselves. All right, we end up this episode to bring you Rose Sparks. The older one gets, the more it becomes clear that sex is about quality, not quantity. The vibes have to be right. That's why Rose Sparks stands out. It helps ensure readiness when the moment is right after it dissolves on your tongue. You get hard in about 15 minutes on average. And when both partners are having a good time, the experience is better for everyone. Rose Sparks, they help you get fuller, thicker erections, and they last up to 36 hours, making it easier to be ready for another round if both of you guys are feeling it. Rose is always there to ensure that both partners are feeling it. Rose connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, and if approved, treatment ships directly to their door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off their first order of Sparks on a recurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/bussin to find out if prescription Rose Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/bussin for $15 off your first order. Rose Sparks is a compounded drug product. Compound drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing review. For full safety information, go to ro.co//safety info. Let's get back to this episode. But one guy who's changed completely, Shane Gillis. Shane is a one-of-one cat, dude. And he was on his uncle vibe this weekend when we were emceeing the event. His nephew, Anthony, he was with us. The kid is just, his eyes are this big. He's so excited about seeing all these star athletes out there. Shane, I think, was, this is the least I've ever seen him get bugged by anybody. He was kind of like, he found himself some shade, which was kind of nice. It's kind of very rare in that moment to find shade. Him and Anthony, where he and I are playing catch. Anthony is out there stretching with the boys, doing routes, all that. They end up leaving a couple hours early with young Phil. Let's give Phil, his father, a round of applause. Just an absolute stud.
Couldn't believe he left the sunscreen in the car.
Couldn't believe it. And you know that, those pale Gillises, man, they need all the sunscreen they can get. So Shane,
Shane was asking everybody for that.
Yeah, Shane and Will was going up to people asking for sunscreen as well. So yeah, it was really cool to see that. It was cool to see him in a different element, being not just razzing around, hanging out with the boys, but like being an uncle, being a family man in a way, which was really cool to see. But that night, Shane was being a nasty boy all night, dude.
You still got to know who won that wrestling match, because you guys kind of, to give context, Taylor and Shane out of nowhere just disappear for 10 minutes, and they are full on wrestling in front of the security guards at Tight End U. We come over, they're saying their piece. I won this. No, I won. They look at the security guard. He says you win, and then Shane kind of gives him the eye. He goes, wait, no, he might have won. So
right.
I think the public needs to know who took the win.
It was like 4 rounds.
Dude, it was, and the thing, here's what's so great about this. So we can go back to not Tight End University, to Beer Olympics. I believe it was 22, 23 Beer Olympics. And everyone's seeing the videos of me choking out Shane. There was a good moment of Shane just like having truth serum in his body, where he's like, yes, Taylor, I instigated every single moment of those taking place. It wasn't just stills of me bullying Shane. And Shane kind of admitted, he's like, I mess with like the wrestling. I like wrestling around the boys, which juiced me up, because we know my beautiful co-host, Will Compton, he's got that fragile L5S1. He tries to stay away from the physicality as much as possible. So it was nice to hear one of my boys was kind of about it. And Shane's like, yeah, we can have a beer. Will was ain't they kind of night. So we end up having a couple of beers. Just a couple. But Shane had a couple of beers before then. So he's kind of he's throwing punches. We're fucking around a lot, and he's talking about how he's going to body bag me. So Shane goes to go to the bathroom, and I follow him a little bit, and I start choking him out. And it's literally, I wish
That sounds crazy.
I wish
Shane's going to the
somebody.
bathroom.
I wish somebody was there, dude, because it was literally just 2 security guards standing there, and then me and Shane on a cement ground rolling around together. And they would come up and be like, hey, all right. And they kind of like back up like we're in high school, like letting us fight a little bit. Where no one's seeing this at all. I'm on his back. He gives up, and all of a sudden he gets full mount and puts a bunch of fake punches on me. And he says, I won. And I'm like, all right, you can have it, buddy. Whatever you want. He goes to the bathroom, comes back. He's like, I know you let me win. And I was like, Shane, it's all good. He's like, but maybe the way you're acting right now, just out of nowhere, he's like, I did win. So we go back and forth 4 more times of him and I just on a cement floor rolling around. Nobody's around. There's a green room full of all these artists and people of fame. Everyone's drinking, having a good time. And then just me and Shane being a couple of boys wrestling each other, having the best time ever. To the point where he couldn't let the fun times go, huh, Clum?
That car ride was top 5 car ride of my life. When we
Right.
dropped him off and him just picking at you the whole ride. He's like, maybe you let me win. Maybe you did.
Yeah.
Just getting in your head. It was awesome.
It's like midnight, dude. We've had an 18-hour day of like truly just going and going. And Shane's like, let's go. Hey, of all the places to go to, you want to go to Kane Brown's. He's like, let's go to Kane. I'll tell you, come on, we'll have 1 beer today. I'm like, Shane, I'm not going in there. I'm not doing it. So we drop him off on Broadway. Shane gets out. We're going this way. We're going that way. Shane, the Kane Brown's is on the other side of traffic. And he's like, I'm like, I'm not pulling over. Like, you're just going to get out. And so Shane Gillis, the biggest comedian in the world right now, has to walk across the street, avoid traffic to get into Kane Brown's. But it was one of the most fun times I've had with Shane. It was awesome, man. So shout out the boy on that. Absolutely beautiful to be around him. And he pretends like he hates the cameras, dude, but he fucking loves the cameras, dude. Absolutely loves the cameras. Does he not?
Yeah, you can definitely tell when he's ready for it.
Yeah.
That's
He
what
doesn't
I'll say.
like being surprised by cameras.
Right.
How about him coming out as Trump too for like 2 seconds?
I was going to say, he was a homie for that because you guys had to close after Taylor Swift. He's
the
like, I'll
most
go
insane
out with
thing
you.
ever.
And he crushed. It was funny.
He did. It was hilarious too. NFL posted like tight end university's done. It showed like Taylor Swift, Travis, George, Greg. And then there's like a Shane Gillis. Really awkward. Will and I are so close to Shane. Somehow the NFL cut us out.
I was wondering
dude,
the same
that
thing.
black and white photo, right?
Yes,
And I saw
dude.
him like, these motherfuckers, man.
like,
We were
they
in
edited
it.
this.
I
We were
think
right
they
there.
got you out.
And I remember in a moment, I was like, people do any photos? I literally got closer because I was like, I want to be in the photo. I want to be the imaginary photo that somebody's taking. And they still cut my ass out of there.
AI removal too.
Yeah,
Remove
crazy.
the 2 guys on the left and right.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Tiny Trav, little
Tiny
Kittle.
And his wife, once he said his wife, you could hear the whole room was like, and like, all right, never mind. I'm just fine. I'm out of here. I was like, good, time to go. But yeah, dude, last week was absolutely awesome. It was so much fun. It's crazy how big it's like. How much bigger does it have to get? Does it have to get any bigger? Are we happy with where it's at? Because I think they could have packed out the entire Vanderbilt Stadium if they really wanted to.
Maybe I'm crazy here, but I feel like it's reached like how big it could get. Maybe now it's time to reel it in a little. It's up to them. Obviously, there's lots of money to be made.
Yeah.
But maybe next year it's like, let's dial it back.
You know, Greg Olson wants to get back to the X's and O's. He wants to be back at Lipscomb Academy is where he wants to be. Just keep it. Hey, let's work on the fundamentals. Let's work on coverage. Zone. Where do you sit in zone? How do you get off a guy? And man, like that's what Greg wants, dude.
I do have a proposition for how you could elevate. Ooh. I think every great thing needs a rival. Wide receiver U is already kind of a thing. Like that's a term that's used. You have a wide receiver U that also happens during tight end U, and then a 7-on-7 game of the best from tight end U versus best of the best from wide receiver U.
I don't hate it. No bad ideas in a brainstorm. I don't dislike it at all. Okay.
You just gotta worry
Tight
about
ends
the
get
coverage
worked?
on the outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lane. Because their competition would be nice.
Yeah.
The tight ends might get worked, but you have to also consider that there's a lot of drama in wide receiver rooms, a lot of ego, where tight ends, they're there for the X's and O's, the technique. And I don't know if you're going to get as much show from wide receivers, enough, participation.
Oh.
The tight ends they're showing up.
You're calling out the wide receivers. You're saying you guys aren't here to work.
Yeah, tight ends would do a pretty. It's not like receivers could really guard tight ends either.
Yeah. They'd be scoring.
It's going to be a high-scoring game, that's for sure. No one's playing
Great
defense
idea.
on either side.
Wide receiver U would need their own pop star, though. They cannot, like, the Taylor concert thing, that is not a part of Wide Receiver U. They need to get their own pop.
The
star.
vibe of
Who
wide
would be the
receiver
headliner
U.
for wide receiver U?
Well, they had Cardi B until.
Oh,
Yeah.
they had Cardi B.
Now-
They actually
now you
had
can't.
one. They had a good
It
one.
seems like they have it in Miami, not Nashville. This is like a yacht.
Chad Ochocinco
Yeah. This is
coaching.
not a Nashville like country kind of fun.
we just got to
thing.
meet at a neutral location.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in Kansas.
I feel like wide receivers. Though,
Atlanta's not a neutral location.
I feel like wide receivers are more secretive on like giving away their tips. Does that
Yeah.
mean like tight
goes
ends are
back
like,
to it goes back to the personality and ego. Tight ends are here to help everybody.
and wide receivers are like, no, like I'm not going to teach you how I do it.
This
'cause
is
then-
my craft.
Yeah.
Right. Because at the end of the day, we're all kind of competing against each other as well, right? We want our stats. We also want to have the most stats, the best stats.
Yeah.
One of the best videos is when Chad Ochocinco is coaching up like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, and Chad is like trying to give them game, and they're trying to tell Chad like how good Pat Surtain is, and they're like, Chad, like this, it doesn't work. Chad's like, no, I know it works. I did it for 10 years, blah, blah, blah. And then they explain it even more, and Chad's basically like, oh, damn, so he's that good? It's so funny.
Dude, while you're on the mic, JP, I know you went to the World Cup. Was that a couple weeks ago?
A couple weeks ago.
We haven't. Is there anything more on the horizon of your agenda?
Tomorrow, I guess as this episode drops, I'll be in New York with the boy Henry. Shout out to Neutral again, going for round 2, France versus Sweden. So get to watch arguably the best player in the World Cup. It's between Mbappe and Messi, I would say. And Mbappe will probably be the eventual record leader for most goals at a World Cup. He's already like 3 behind Messi, and he's 28 years old.
And Messi had a hat trick, what,
Yeah,
2 weeks ago?
exactly. But Mbappe has scored 2 goals in every game except for 1. So
Oh, he's an animal.
yeah, he's a beast.
He's a
I'm
beast.
excited to watch Dembele though.
Are we possibly watching the GOAT, the next GOAT?
Yeah,
Baby,
so
Baby
it's-
Mahomes?
No, because it's still like he's already 28, I think. So Messi's career, Mbappe is incredible, obviously, but Messi is still he's a level above.
And based on the conversation we were having earlier about the path of the USA,
Mm-hmm.
you're thinking France mop Sweden.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be my guess.
All right. Put it in your FanDuel
Hey,
Sportsbook
and
app.
you're scouting. He's scouting.
Scouting for
France
the
out.
U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I mean this is a
Absolutely.
lot bigger than just one game.
You see the laser pointer thing that took place?
No.
People putting out. There's people in the crowds doing laser pointers in the goalie's eyes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Might have to be you, man.
You got to get to a U.S.
Something to think
game.
about, dude.
Is this game at MetLife?
At MetLife.
Damn.
That's gonna be fire. That's gonna be
Get to
awesome.
see if it's cursed.
It's all right.
All right, dude. You know what's not just all right, dude, is 250 years of dominance. Shout out America's birthday. July 4th is coming up this weekend, which means Win Rebel Lewan's birthday is the following day. But boys, I'd love to know quickly, because I know people want to get into this interview with Trey McBride, correct?
Yeah.
I know I have so many banks. Sometimes my brain doesn't work very well. What are our plans, dude? What are we doing? What are we up to?
4th of July, I will be here. I believe we've been on the road a lot. Was at the beach this past week. We're going out to Vegas next week. So I'll be here for a good old fashioned. One of our friends, I'm 30 years old, by the way. One of our friends, his parents are going out of town.
Okay.
His parents have a pool in their backyard.
Hell yes.
So we're gonna fire up his dad's grill, hang out at his pool for just good old fashioned throwback 4th of July.
God, I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Keep it classic.
I'm heading up to the lake, going to Old Hickory. Got a group of friends going to my buddy JD's lake house. Can't beat the lake on the 4th of July.
Can't be too
I
late.
know we've in years past we've talked about the lake versus the beach. When it comes to the 4th, especially when the 4th falls on a Saturday, you can't go wrong with a body of water. Whether it's a tiny little made-up pool in the backyard, your friend's parents' pool, the lake, the beach. If you're around a body of water on a Saturday celebrating 250th anniversary for the USA, you're going to have a good time. So definitely a lot of fireworks involved, some grilling, get on the boat, just, take it in. We've officially hit that point in Nashville weather where it is extremely hot.
Good.
Yeah.
We did have a great run. We had a long spring, it felt like, but now the lowest high temperature this week is 94 degrees. Today, as of Monday, they said it's feeling like 107 at the peak heat index today.
Hell
So
yes.
it's going to be hot. Shane Gillis, if you're listening, do not forget that sunscreen. But yeah, go USA.
I'll say this too, dude. My wife this week, she is giving birth in 2 weeks, so we have to give her some credit. Yeah, shout out Town. Absolute queen. But she was talking about how hot it was. There was like 4 or 5 comments yesterday. That's so hot. What about the animals? What about this or that? So I went and checked on the animals a handful of times. Yeah. But guys, do we not remember 6 months ago praying for this moment of I can't wait for the heat to be here. I can't wait for the sunlight. Because I'll tell you this, yeah, it's steamy outside. When you walk outside, especially in the South, dude, you're going to be sweating from head to toe. But would you rather be just drenched in sweat and have the sun on your face, or would you rather be seasonal depression? Hoodies on, ice storm. Do we forget about the ice storm that took place? Like, this is the time, even when it's hot and it's a little uncomfortable, let's embrace the suck just a little bit, because 6 months from now, we'll be back in a frozen tundra, and that for me is just not my game. It's not my game that I like to invest. I like to visit. I like to watch my kids ski and snowboard and do all the things. That's fun. Ice skating, that's fun. Periodically. Yeah. This, buddy, give me this 24/8. You know what I'm saying? 24/8. Sherm, what are you and the fam doing?
The fam and I are going to the beach. And to echo Jack, we have a great trip down to 30A to celebrate Scarlett's first birthday on July 3rd. So we'll have some pre-4th fireworks for Scarlett's B-Day on the 3rd. And my mom, my dad, my brother are going. And then obviously Jill and Scarlett. It'll be a ton of fun. To echo Jack, we're going to the beach. I'm very excited for the beach. Nothing beats the lake, though. The lake on the 4th of July just sounds like that's just, I sign off on that forever.
Yeah. But
very excited for the beach. And it's going to be a blast.
Ocean's kind of taking a couple shots in this fucking.
Yeah.
38er in the 4th is undefeated, though.
I've been there.
America, absolutely bad.
Yeah, you're right. Gulf of America.
I didn't even think of that.
Dude, I'll tell you, I know this is not lake, this is not beach. And yeah, I might be crazy for this, but it might be a Kevin's Natural Foods hot clean take. Above ground pools on 4th of July, I think hits so hard.
With a nice wooden deck built on.
Yeah, I think above ground pools on 4th of July is kind of
candle war.
Yes, it's kind of peak, dude. Above ground pools on the 4th is the best time to have above ground pool.
Above ground pools are so sick.
They're sick, dude. They're sick. Okay, I'm glad you guys are on that. Beam, what do you got?
I'm hitting an in-ground pool. Kind of the same thing as JP.
Dude.
I'm going down to Atlanta. Like Mackenzie's parents' neighbor are out of town, so we're stealing their pool. I don't know. Hopefully they don't listen to the pod. We will be there this weekend. We invited a lot of people to your house. So.
Hell yeah, dude.
We will be there. I won't say their name, but yeah, we're taking over a pool. That's not mine.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You should dip into their alcohol cabinet, drink half of it, and then fill the vodka bottles up with some water.
That nice stuff.
I don't know. It's like, Jared, you're old enough to drink. Like, you should just bought your own.
Jared, you're 26 this year.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be awesome. What's the fam doing, dude? You guys are just sitting.
We're doing nothing.
You're
Lynn's.
You guys are fucking dormant this weekend. Huh?
Lynn's is very pregnant, ready to give birth as well.
Shout out. Been a rock star this entire time.
So we're hopeful the baby could come even this weekend, which would be nice. So we're basically on baby watch from here until baby comes. So
imagine being born on the 250th anniversary.
That'd be pretty sick.
So sick. I was
pretty sick.
Away.
We might hit up Nashville Shores on Friday. We went this weekend again.
You love Nashville.
We love Nashville Shores. The kids love it. It's great. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, not
family meet and greet.
Yeah.
He thought he cooked there. That was crazy, but yeah.
Hey, anybody who goes to Nashville Shores.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
Yeah, anybody who goes to Nashville Shores this weekend and get a photo with Jeremy Clump shirtless at the pool and post it, I will retweet it and I'll send you a courtyard. I'll send you a courtyard rip as well.
It's funny saying on a podcast, this is a public place I'll be at on this date.
Yeah. Jeremy Clump will be at Nashville Shores this weekend. You get yourself a shirtless photo with Jeremy Clump.
I hate you so much.
I will, and then just tag me and put your courtyard username. I will get you 1, maybe even 2 rips.
Do they have to be tarps off in the photo?
Everyone's got to be tarps off, dude. Everyone.
Perfect.
Bonus points for JJ being in it.
Yeah.
Bonus points for JJ.
Hey, I like
points
that.
if JJ's
Yeah.
in it.
All right.
Not going though.
Oh, Clump. You're the audience. Mitchie, baby, what you doing?
Kind of the same thing as Jack, except going to Percy Priest.
Stop by Nashville Shores, man. It's right there on the water.
Come on, man.
Going with renting a boat with a bunch of our friends. We have like the early time slot, so we'll be off by like 1, and then just be at our apartment pool the rest of the day.
Oh my God.
Maybe a couple Bud Lights, but gonna be a good weekend.
I love that.
I think apartment pools are sick too.
Apartment pools rip so hard.
I think
I was at my apartment pool for the first time yesterday for literally 30 seconds. I'm like, this place is actually kind of cool. I don't know why we haven't.
Yeah,
been down
yeah,
here.
yeah.
That's where me and Mitch met at an apartment pool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That
I asked
apartment
my
pool.
kid
Apartment pools kind of go.
They were it.
They are unreal.
They
It was
buck-
actually
they
a
buck
4th of July
nice.
party.
It was a 4th of
3
July.
years ago.
They buck nice, dude. I'm messing with apartment pools. Apartment pools and above ground pools.
Yes.
Yeah.
But honestly, like apartment pools gotta have like a more longevity than the above ground pool to me.
They do.
Yeah, but they're always kind of nasty.
Don't matter, dude.
That's kind of
Especially if you got like a rowdy apartment complex, or like Saturdays, like people are out there, they're bringing out their own coolers a little bit.
That's
There's
what it'll be
multiple
like, yeah.
parties. You're single, and there's a couple pretty. What do you guys got? They got a couple neutrals over there? No, we don't got neutrals. We got BLs. Oh, perfect. We got some neutral. Let's go. A little mix and mash.
Bluetooth speaker
Yeah.
way too loud.
Way
for an
too loud.
apartment.
And there's like 4 of them boys out there. Everyone's got their own genre taking place.
Just try and like have the loudest one. So
It's
you
like a
can't-
chicken
Yeah,
fight.
it's like a big game of Catan, dude. Who can just have the most settlements in their little apartment complex? That bucks. I like that a lot, dude. I like that.
What are you doing for the 4th?
Dude, Talon's due in 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
I will be. She first off, Talon. I know everybody. A lot of people get pregnant. A lot of people have. No one's handled pregnancy better than Talon. All right. No, not that.
Lindsay would like a word.
Yeah. I didn't like the way I said it because
Hey.
all right, I'll say. Let me retract because I don't want to take anything away from your wife. Talon has done a phenomenal job of handling this. She is literally 2 weeks on Wednesday. Is her due date, July 15th, and she's still motoring around, moving. She was on the ground, crisscross applesauce yesterday during our stream, like organizing our bulk bed and all that. Like she's a mobile ass cat for how pregnant she is. She's just handling. Everything's just bouncing off her, no issues. She's just rolling. So July 4th, we're hitting pool. I'm gonna get some fireworks.
Come on.
I'm gonna put Roman candles in my kids' hands for the first time. See if they want to. And knowing my oldest daughter, you ever see the video of the kid that goes going and he just like starts pointing it at people? That'll be Win. Something about Win, dude. She's like very sweet. She's like a very emotionally in touch with herself, wise beyond her years and her thought process. You'll catch her staring at the window and you'll be like, oh, what are you thinking about? And she'll break down a whole bunch of things. That's like, an 8-year-old should not be talking like this. But when you get that kid near water, and God forbid I'm there, she tries to fucking destroy people.
Yeah, she was fighting me the entire time
she's
at the
a
pool
monster
party.
in the pool, dude. She's a physical little cat, and she likes to hurt dad. Like it's her fun thing, and I'm hoping it's not like a thing that like, she hates me eventually, and I'm like, oh, I should have seen this coming because like you attacking me a lot. So yeah, there were signs. These are one of the signs. But she gets that Roman candle in her hand, she might take a couple shots at her pops.
Yeah.
But we got to have that.
That's a red-blooded American.
Yeah,
Is what
she's
that
a red-blooded
sounds
American.
Yeah.
Is what she is. No, dude, Willow's like the first couple of years of birth, she was like a little more. She was a hardened little rock. She was, but now she's just she's a little snuggler.
She was fighting me that day too, though.
What's that?
She was fighting me at
They
that
like
pool party
they
too.
like to get. That's on me too because we have a physical household. We have a loud and very physical household.
I made the mistake of
Yeah,
saying
get
something
their
like,
ass,
I was
dude.
like, are y'all even trying? I said something like that, and then they started trying, and they were like hurting me.
Yeah, dude. And I saw that. I saw Win get on your back and start like thrust choking you out, dude.
I think you literally told her to like, hey, fuck him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Without saying.
This is what I tell my kid because when we get in the pool, it's like, hey, we're going. Like I'll be underwater and I'll just be like in the deep end, kind of like with some goggles on, ripping around. All of a sudden, little hands on my back, and I'm getting the goggles tore off me. I got fish hooks on both sides of my mouth, like they're like trying to take my ass out. I'll come up and just, and then I'm back down for a little bit. So, and I told them like when we did Bussin Bash 26, I was like, hey, everyone's on limits except for the interns. Like they don't know how to be. They're in college. They don't know about kids. Like let's stay away from them. You can mess with all the boys, but if they say anything that's like, hey, you should stop, you need to stop. And they're like, okay, Dad. I know good well that you guys were not going to say shit. Like you guys are going to take it. Especially, dude, there's one moment of Bussin Bash where Talon walks out and she's like, man, JP's so good with kids. And it's all the guys kind of like in the real shallow end of the pool. And then towards the deep end, it's just Willow and Win like body bagging JP.
Both my legs.
Just dragging his ass around. And it's probably not good. There's probably something I'm missing from a father standpoint, but I look at that, I just smile. I look at my little savages ripping around.
Having fun, man.
Like they're gonna be older. They're gonna be in an apartment pool for a 4th of July when they're older, and all the girls are gonna be trying to look pretty in their bathing suits, and Mike could just be suplexing other dudes. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. Hell fucking yeah. Big news took place. Can I say this?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we filmed a commercial with EA Sports for EA CFB 27. Round of applause for that, dude. Unbelievable. Will and I are in it. There's another college football player that's in it. Can I say who the main star is?
No.
He's
Big
my
star.
goat. He's my goat.
There you go.
I'll say that.
You
I'll
might
say
be
that.
able to, but-
Put a little game called Ouch Oucher on my hair. Or just a tip. Just for a second. Just to see how it feels. But I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah.
We got some ratings here. I can say this.
Yeah, we can go over all this stuff. We can talk through some ratings if you want. Cade's is
Cade's an 80.
Cade is happy.
Oh, he's happy about that.
He had said he would be happy with an 80. He got an 80, but there are some stats that we should talk about. Speed being the biggest one, I think.
Speed rating of 60. I can't help but feel like we took part in that.
Yes.
34 years old, broken leg, and I mopped Cade in a race. That's tough. I don't know if my speed was very high, but my like quickness was very high. So I think I was like a 90 something. But I actually don't know my speed.
One thing that's
They
good
never
for
really respected me.
Cade for ratings this year, EA Sports, they're doing like updates weekly, so we're gonna have to push for Cade to be rated higher because 80's good, but I think Cade should be.
Yeah, I think
Cade's a little higher.
maybe like put the ability in our hands to adjust some ratings like Chad
I think that's
and
awesome.
Madden. Like
Throw
give us
power
the opportunity.
13 for
Throw
Cade?
that checks out.
Yeah, he was struggling to throw the football at times.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was kind of
Yeah.
rough.
Offensive lineman and throwing, dude. It's a shoulder mobility. It's a
Yeah.
shoulder mobility. It's tough. It's tough. Jeremiah Smith, first ever 99 at launch. I mean, we can all agree. Kid's a stud. He's an alien. I despise the fact that he's at Ohio State, but shout out him. He's unbelievable. And the Nebraska hype video looks nuts.
Did y'all see that? Yeah. We posted it from Bussin, and somehow, shout out to EA Sports and Nebraska. They collabed with us. It wasn't our video. EA Sports' video and Nebraska both posted it.
Oh, no doubt.
But then they collabed with us posting it, and it was really, really sick. It made Nebraska look absolutely elite. If Will saw it, I'm sure he added a few extra wins.
You know,
to
he's
the win
somewhere
total.
around the world right now watching. He's going, yeah.
It was
maybe we
badass.
are going to go 12-0 this year.
It's a great video. I recommend watching it. It was sick. If you did not see it.
Hold on. You're back up real quick.
Back up.
SEC and Big Ten tied
Yes.
with 36 90-plus overall players. That checks. Out. Top conferences.
Yeah.
Highest two overall teams are Big Ten. I think Oregon's 91 overall. Ohio State's 90 overall. I know those are the
top two.
Yeah.
Those are the top two boys in here. We got top 10 quarterbacks. Dante Moore is number 1. Julian Sands, number 2. Traded out Chambliss in his 14th year in college football. He's number 3. Jaden Maiava, USC, 4. CJ Carr, 5. Arch Manning, 6. Interesting. Keep an eye on that one. I feel like this year there's going to be a big change for that guy. He's going to thrust himself into, that's why he's a Manning type of conversation. Darion Menza.
Yeah, the Miami guy.
Yeah, we saw him at Miami. Kid's a stud. Sam Levitt, very, very, I thought he'd be higher. I thought he'd be higher on that list. That kid was highly touted when he was in the transfer portal.
Especially
Heartbroken
in
to see
this
him leave.
new offense, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, he got hurt last year. But those are your top 8 right there. Noah Fafita out of Arizona. And then John Mateer, number 10, 89, Oklahoma. I tell you what, dude, I saw social media this weekend. I saw John Mateer looking all jacked up. I was happy to learn that was AI. I was happy because I was looking at it on my phone like, fuck, we played them week 2.
Jack Hickey has started a movement with the Grok muscle.
And it started with Dana.
Yeah.
It started with Dana.
It started with Dana. It's nice to see the internet is taking control of their own personal narratives, whether they're true or not. It's good to just throw some stuff at the wall, see if
Right.
it sticks.
That's the game, man.
Yeah,
That's the game.
According to Clump too, we threw up one of Arch Manning and got a reply from the Arch Manning.
Right.
Said, "This is AI. I have noodle arms."
Shout out Arch Manning
Shout
for
out
knowing the
Arch.
truth,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, he doesn't have body dysphoria or anything. He sees what he sees. I think he's got a nice little.
He's got a good
he's
build
got a
to
good
him.
little build to him. I don't know if stocky is the right word.
Lower half.
He's
Yeah.
thick down
He's
low.
got some power in those legs for sure. Can you zoom in on this real quick,
sir.
Sherm? Because
Yes, sir.
that's a lot for me
Yes, sir.
to read right now. That's Beeman and Friends. When's the next time we do Beeman and Friends, Jared?
July. I just need to pick a date. I'm being lazy.
Pick a date in July.
Yeah.
Got it. Make it towards the end,
Yeah,
please.
I like that.
Listen, guys, we need to talk about something very serious.
Oh no.
Breakfast.
Okay, actually, yes. Very serious.
Because for too long, breakfast has been either nothing but coffee
Which is a crime, dude.
or a full production. Chopping, prepping, cooking, cleaning. By the time you're done, it's basically lunch.
Exactly. And that's why we are fired up to announce that Kevin's Natural Foods now has breakfast.
Kevin's for breakfast.
You guys already know we love Kevin's for lunch and dinner. And now they've officially entered the morning routine with Scramble starters.
Which means you can now eat Kevin's all day, every day.
That's a complete system. That's a winning game plan.
Kevin's Scrambler starters are legit. They're made with tender protein, crisp vegetables, and a creamy sauce with insanely good flavors like Denver-style ham and white cheddar and spinach and bacon Florentine. Just add eggs and a delicious scramble in minutes.
Dude, plus they're made with clean ingredients. No added sugar, gluten-free, soy-free, and no mystery meat. Just high-quality protein.
You just take the Scrambler starter out of the freezer, throw it in the pan, add your eggs, drizzle the sauce, and in about 15 minutes, you've got a real breakfast that's better than something you've ordered at a restaurant.
But without waiting 45 minutes for a table.
So yes, Kevin's Natural Foods has breakfast now. Find Kevin's Scramble starters in the frozen aisle at Target, Kroger, Harris, Teeter, Giant, and Hannaford stores.
Kevin's for breakfast, mornings just got a major upgrade. All right, guys, I know we just talked about a couple of things as it pertains to CFB 27 and everything taking place. We did do the commercial. It was awesome. A bunch of things we talked about is, hey, when does it come out? Fun thing about that is College Football 27 is dropping Thursday. The only way to play 7 days early is with the MVP Plus membership. Become a member today and get both College Football 27 and, listen to me, and Madden 27 Deluxe editions and a ton of other rewards. The window is closing fast, so make sure you look in before July 1st. Now, if you become a MVP Plus member, what happens is if you get it, you get to play early, right? There's going to be a lot of festivities that take place on the 250th birthday of America. But eventually things die down and people hang out a little bit. The sun starts to set. You're thinking, wow, how amazing it is that I live in this beautiful country, the best country in the entire world. What to do now? If you have the MVP Plus membership, you're able to play CFB 27 that day. Also, the mascot mashup, it's back.
What?
It's back and it's happening. Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's back. Now, if you're not an MVP Plus member, you have to go and unlock all those guys. I've been told, I've heard in my earpiece that doesn't exist in my ear. They're telling me, the producer's telling me right now, that it takes over 100 hours of gameplay to unlock all those characters. By becoming an MVP Plus member, you unlock all of those guys right away. Unbelievable, right?
Unbelievable.
And you want to, Taylor, what's the price? What's the price? $150. If you were to buy both games solo, it'd be $200. So bing, bang, boom. That's how we live life, boys. Huh? It's kind of nice. If you want to get after it this weekend, for both games. Both games, MVP Plus membership, mascot mashup, weekly rewards that take place during the football season, ultimate football team stuff, all the things. So MVP Plus membership is the move if you're a football sicko.
Very quick shout out for Taylor. Zero of what he just said is on the screen. That's from the dome.
That's from the dome.
That was
dude.
impressive.
And a lot of this hamster that's on the wheel sometimes, he'll just die. The CTE thing is real. And I'm just kind of waiting until it catches me. I'm just glad I can pluck that one up, because if you asked me tomorrow, it wouldn't be there anymore.
That's the first time I've heard that. So you pay less to get a lot more.
You pay less to get a lot more. Isn't that what deals are?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's what a deal is, brother.
sick.
Yeah, dial it in. Look, I see Jack and JP right now. They're getting MVP Plus memberships on their phones. Yeah, dial it in. Get the boys going. Let's hit some tier talks. Now, Sharon, before we get to tier talks, are these nasty too?
Okay, there. If I do remember correctly, there are 2 nasty tier talks.
Okay. And that's okay. Because why?
They're missing football.
They're missing football, and it's okay. So if we need to shoulder the brunt of your negative attitude before these next 9 Saturdays take place, then we will be those guys.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mr. James real quick. What does Taylor do with all the National Treasures football cards that he pulls? Great question. Right now, there's a bunch of them sitting in our office. There's a bunch of them sitting in our house. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a lot of those cards. We're going to go to C&J Collectibles. We're going to go to Nash Cards. We're going to sell a bunch of those and just, get them out. We're going to get them out. Let them just go. Why? We can get more stuff then. We can keep things going with Courtyard. That's the beautiful thing. One note that I didn't put in this show is that we talked about it last week. We're still in the hiring process to find a producer and a clip social guy for Rippin' with the Boys. All right. And now if you're thinking, oh, Rippin' with the Boys, it's a new startup show. I don't know if I really want to be I want to be a part of the Bussin' universe. Good news. These guys in the back will tell you, you might have a job description, but there's a shitload of other stuff you also do for Bussin' with the Boys. We're a smaller franchise. So you will be helping with Bussin' stuff, For the Dad stuff, locker room stuff, vlog stuff, clip stuff. All of that is included in Rippin' with the Boys. But I will tell you this, if you're going to come and you're going to apply for this job, I need you to be a sicko about the card game. I need you to be creative. I need you to be a killer because we're taking over this entire world. We're not taking part. We're taking over. Another thing that is happening in the actual umbrella of Bussin' with the Boys that has to do a little bit of ripping because it is under the umbrella, but overall Bussin' is we are hiring a social media football sicko producer space and editor for Bussin' with the Boys. Round of applause for that. So as it stands right now, if you love this podcast and you have all of the things that can be applied to this job to take Bussin' with the Boys to the next level, we have 4 positions open. 2 strictly Bussin', 2 Rippin' the Boys that also include Bussin'. All of it's great. You get to be in the universe, be with the boys, myself, Will Compton, all these amazing things that we get to do because of the audience.
And they get to work directly with you with Rippin'.
Yeah, you work directly with me. That's either a positive or a negative.
So if you're a Taylor Lewan sicko,
if you're a Taylor Lewan sicko, dude, you like ripping
Taylor.
packs. And I'll tell you, I move around a lot. I'm very mobile. So you'll be in Vegas. You'll be in Vegas.
Yeah.
You'll be in Vegas quite a bit, dude. So just think about that.
Hop over to Canada for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll pop to Canada.
Back to Vegas.
Back to Vegas.
Yeah.
So you're all over the place with me, man. You'll be my guy. My guy.
This job is local to Vegas.
Yeah. This comes from Electric Man 381. Can I get a quick zoom? Just a quick, because I got it. Hey, I gotta go to the eye doctor. I do. Tier talk of things the boys said they were going to do, but never did. Tier 1, paintball vlog. Sure. Tier 2, 3v5 hockey match versus the Predators. Okay, so actually, I talked to Forsberg about this at Tight End U. We're still doing that.
Oh.
It's off season right now. So when they go to camp, the plan is we're still getting on skates. Paintball vlog could still happen as well. All right, so Electric Man, we haven't done it yet. We haven't done it yet is how you should have phrased it. All right, Tier 3, storm chasing with Pate. Okay, we did miss this. Can I just say one thing? And I'm not here to throw shade at anybody. But if you're storm chasing with Pate, you have to wait for Pate to say, hey, come storm chasing. I heard a couple of murmurs in March and April.
Yeah.
Since then, I've seen him chase a lot of storms. And I haven't got an invite to one.
You gotta force the issue on him.
Yeah, got to force the issue. And he's a busy man. He's a busy, successful, handsome, bald man.
Yeah.
So you got to let him have his space. But I'm down to chase these things. Honorable mention, getting drunk with Kittle at the Chili's during March Madness. That back half, we did miss that. That's an L on us. I'm not great at following up.
There's always next year. There's always next year.
George is a busy guy, dude. And he had an injury this year.
Yep.
He had to get right. He travels a lot too. He's all over the place. He's not in Vegas as much as me, but he's traveling all over the place. You know?
We have that idea now going into March Madness, though, for this next March Madness.
Boom.
Silver lining.
Boom. I like that a lot. Maybe opening day. We get hammered with George Kittle next March Madness. Maybe.
At a Chili's.
Yeah. All right, this comes from Scuba Steve 8922. Need the SEC boys in the bus to check Will and Taylor. SEC ran college football from 06 to 22. Yes, Little 10 has ran it for the past 3, but come on, SEC dominant for a long time.
Clean take.
Clean take. Oh, is it not?
Guys, Little 10. Everyone's missing football right now. Everyone's missing football. I'm missing SEC
part's
games.
Not clean.
I'm missing G5 games right now. I'm missing just put the ball on the ground and watch the boys go. I agree that the SEC from 06 to 22 ran college football. There's no doubt about it. What's the weird thing about 06 to 22? No NIL existed. All of a sudden, NIL exists, and the Big Ten has ran it for the last 3 years.
Like the
Why?
Private schools.
Evens the playing field. Scuba Steve, nasty with the Little 10 comment, but he's not incorrect. So this is not 100% wrong. Just a Little 10 comment pissed me off a little bit. This one comes from How to Get Money in Truth. Hashtag Tier Talk is just another way to waste time. We already hear enough hot takes. We don't need more nonsense.
Clean take.
Clean take. Hey, listen, man. We're trying to do something nice for you guys. All right? And anybody who's how to get money in truth, dude, like we're doing the thing. We're working.
Yeah.
We're putting pen to paper right here. We're giving the audience, who is the only reason why we're able to make a living out of this, give them an opportunity to have a voice on the show. So
he's helping us get paid.
He's helping us get paid.
And imagine becoming the thing that you hate the most. Like now he is wasting time with this being read.
I love that.
That's got to hurt.
That's a clean take.
And he's just missing football.
He's just missing ball.
He's just missing
Part
football.
of me feels like he purposely did that so that he could get featured in Tier
He
Talk.
knew.
I think
he
he's
knew
actually
Sherm would
playing
sniff
3D
it out,
chess
dude.
right now.
Yeah, he got. It's a really good dog noise. Yeah, dude, this guy, he misses ball. And it's all good, dude. Once football comes back, we won't be seeing any more of that. We won't be seeing. He'll be happy. He'll be like, tell me about why the Big Ten won a 4th national championship in a row. I'll be like, ask the SEC boys. That's called a callback. All right, guys, listen. It's been a fun show. I've had a good time. I hope everybody in the back's had a great time. Anyone who's listening, anyone who's watching, please subscribe. Subscribe to the show. Comment. You can be Callbacks, Tier Talk. We're doing it every single week, regardless of how to get money and truth feels about it. We're going to keep doing it. Great episode today with Trey McBride. Great episode you're going to see here. It's what I love about this one too is this is the silver lining in Arizona, because Arizona is never like a franchise that's kind of forgotten about quite a bit. Even growing up in Arizona, no one really cared about Arizona until that 07-08 season when they went to the Super Bowl. All of a sudden, Cardinals hats came out of nowhere. Please enjoy this. Please enjoy the day. Please enjoy your entire week. We love you. We're here for you, even if you want to be negative. Big hugs and tiniest of kisses.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday, America.
All right, boys, we're going to up this episode to bring you Neutral. Neutral tastes great. It tastes so much better than anything else I've ever tried out there. It's made with real vodka and real juice. Comes in a variety of flavors. My 2 personal favorites, pineapple and lime. They have new flavors as well. We're talking about peach and blueberry. Perfect for social occasions. Massive crowd pleaser. As the FIFA World Cup 26 kicks off, think of at-home watch parties in the backyard and a day drinking as the biggest sport event of the year touches down on U.S. soil. On-premise bucket deals are the perfect way to celebrate the FIFA World Cup 2026, aka time to get the group chat up, grab a bucket of neutrals, kick it with the boys as you watch the games this summer. Neutral, keep it tasty. We're also brought to you by Form Energy. Form Energy delivers best-in-class taste with natural flavors and zero sugar. Form has natural caffeine derived from green tea. Form comes in a variety of flavors. I'll list them all for you right now. Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Blue Blitz, Orange Fury. It's perfect for those who put in the work. Listen to me. I wake up in the morning before my kids get up. I get a nice pump in. I go have my protein, kiss my girls, go to work. What keeps me going? Form Energy. They do the work. Let's get back to this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to remind you that Bud Light is always brewed with 4 simple ingredients for a clean, crisp taste. Anything for a clean, crisp Bud Light. Bud Light is the official sponsor of the NFL, the NFL Draft, UFC, which is now on Paramount+. Bud Light partners include Peyton Manning, George Kittle, Baker Mayfield, Emmitt Smith, Shane Gillis, Post Malone, Bruce Buffer, the voice of the UFC. Stock up now on Bud Light. Head to www.budlight.com/locator to find a store near you. Our guest today hails from the wonderful state of Colorado. Went to the Arizona Cardinals. In 2024, had 97 receptions without a touchdown, an NFL record that will possibly never be broken. In 2025, 127 receptions, most by a tight end in NFL history. Let's give a big round of applause for Trey McBride.
All right, yeah.
Rocking a Rolex, too.
Yeah, you know. But no, I appreciate you guys having me on, man. This will be fun.
Dude, happy birthday.
Yeah, it feels like every day is my birthday, but today especially. No, excited to be here. This is special.
Is there anything more of a flex than wearing black shorts, regular t-shirt, pair of Jordans, and then just a Rolex on your wrist?
I mean, you just
Kinda
gotta
nice, right?
You gotta just let people know every once in a while, like you gotta stay in the casual gear, but just a subtle
Just all of a
flex.
sudden, like,
yeah.
oh shit, he's got that on his wrist.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, he must do well. He must be an athlete, is what they say.
They see
dude.
the big ass caster, like, yeah, he plays football
Yeah,
for
I'll
sure.
tell you what, big ass guy. I know what you mean with the big ass calves, bro. That's the game. Well, how does it? We were talking off the bus. 97 receptions, 2024.
Yeah.
Not one. And you sound so heartbroken about it, but at the same time, like you ate. Like you didn't get in the end zone, but from 10 to 10, you were a monster.
Yeah, you know, it was a tough deal. I didn't even realize I didn't have a touchdown until towards the end of the season. Then every week it just kind of became a storyline. Trey's not scoring, and then I just kept not scoring, and it was just a tough deal. I was catching 100 balls, but I couldn't get in the end zone. Hopefully that record gets broken, but if not, it's a cool one to have, I guess.
How many fantasy football head coaches were in your ear?
You know, they were actually
About
loving
not getting
me
a tutty.
because I was catching 10 catches a game and I would have 80 yards. I just wasn't getting the touchdown, so they were pissed about that. But it was still cool to be loved, but not as loved. You know?
Yeah, tough for the guys in the non-PPR leagues.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah,
running back.
point per reception. Nice.
That's for running back.
Yeah.
No, PPR. Point per reception.
But do they do that with the receivers too?
Yeah, point
Do they?
per
No, I
reception.
know.
Yeah.
I'm saying PPR like that's just something you toggle for the running backs. Like I'm assuming everywhere top down you're getting a.
Will did finish last in our fantasy league this year.
Yeah.
I could tell. He doesn't know the rules.
I didn't have Trey McBride.
Yeah.
Is there a game? Is there a rep in that 2024 season when you get to the end? The news is like, hey, well, this guy hasn't scored a touchdown. Obviously, he's eating every single day. You're starting to think about it more and more. I'm sure Kyler's over there being like, hey, but I understand, but we're going to get you in the end zone.
Yeah.
Is there a rep where you're like possibly wide open and it's just off the fingertips or a little bit of a miscue, or maybe Kyler didn't see you and you're like, that could have finally been the one?
Well, there was one early. We playing the San Francisco 49ers. I catch a corner route and the defender just makes a really good play. I have it in the hand and I fall down and it pops out. That was week 2. So I'm like, man, I could have got this over, week 2 if I caught that ball. Then the season keeps going. Kyler's trying as hard as he can. The offensive coordinator's drawing every red zone play up for me, and it's just not meant to be. So I'm like, all right, just give it to everybody else. And when I finally got in that last couple weeks, it was like, we won the Super Bowl and it was like everyone was so excited for me. It was like I felt bad for him. I'm like, it's not that, you don't have to feel bad for me to score a touchdown, but it was cool just to finally get in the end zone at the end of the year for sure.
Are you telling him too, like, hey, this is the one we're dialed up? You're giving Kyler like a nod,
Yeah,
like this is the
dude,
one.
Well, we had 5 plays drawn up, and I was like, we kept getting in the red. I'm like, here we go, this is the one, and then the coverage wouldn't, allow it, or I would get, locked
Or he's
up,
back there
whatever,
scrambling
or
for
he's
his life.
scrambling for his life because protection broke down, whatever it was. But we finally got in on a screen was the one I scored on. They're just like, we were on the 1 yard line. Instead of giving it to the running back, they just dumped a screen out to me, and they're like, hopefully Trey can get 1 yard. And I got in, and it was pretty special.
It was pretty special. Tear came out of my eye. Kyler's obviously a stud. He's going to Minnesota now.
Yeah.
But when you're playing with Kyler and other quarterbacks that you play with, is it harder, him being a smaller stature QB, seeing the ball?
It can definitely be different. Kyler's not the tallest guy, but just his arm angle, he throws from, he's a baseball guy, so he throws from every different arm angle and he's scrambling around. So he's just a very different quarterback than what I've played with. But it was very cool. We had a lot of success together. And but then when Jacoby came in, he's a little taller, a little easier to see his release point, things like that. It does make a little bit of a difference, but we still had a lot of success together, so it was fun.
With Kyler back there, it's like a T-shirt cannon coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has a
like
missile.
4 yards
He
away.
throws it so hard.
T-shirt cannon is hilarious. Dude.
Just a random, you're running the route. Is it coming?
Did you guys ever get in team meetings? Because you see clips all the time of him scampering around back there and getting like 10, 15, 20 yards. And you're like, holy shit, like kid's pretty quick and fast.
Dude, I remember.
But you see like his little legs. No, and this is no Kyler. Seriously, we want you to come on the show. You're awesome. But
he's a stud.
But sometimes watching him run with grown ass men with those long strides chasing him and his little fucking
He looks like a little video game.
It's
cat
like
out
his
there.
torso wouldn't move, but his legs would move like twice as fast as everybody else. And I mean, no one would ever catch him. It was fun to watch for sure. He made so many plays.
You guys ever sit in the tight end room or like an offensive meeting room and just watch him run? Be like, how the fuck is this guy?
And then we're just like, all right, next play, because we don't know how to teach off that. So we just went to. But yeah, he was fun to play.
Kyler's
with
the
for
player you just drag on meetings because you're sitting there watching plays of him that he's making, just run around in the background. Look at him here. Watch this throw.
Yeah.
Watch him get out of this.
Just look at this
scramble.
bobblehead.
When they played when Arizona came here, that Chandler Jones game, but the plays he was making was.
Appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah.
I know. I just
you are right though, because
legitimately up there, like plays that he would make where he's running around, those are the guys in the back of the end zone. And it's like, why can't they just fucking get this guy to the ground,
dude? 2021, literally, when you're sitting there and you're getting your lunch eaten by Chandler Jones the way I was, And I'm just sitting there being like, okay, hopefully we can keep the game close so we're not like in a 2-minute situation at halftime. And then like the first half, he's like running. He went for like 70 yards.
Yeah.
Was throwing the ball over the place. And it's like, oh no, like everything's destined for me.
Like, all right, we got him in the third and long. Today. We'll be safe here. And then he makes a play.
And then he makes a fucking play.
My first game with him, well, we played the Chiefs week 1 and week 2 of my second. We were playing the Raiders, and that was that play where we had the 2-point conversion, and it was like a 46-second play where he just is just running around in the back, running around, making all the D linemen miss, and then finally throws one to the back of the end zone to AJ Green. It was like a 40-something second 2-point conversion, which was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the way he moves and operates.
Yeah, this one here is like 40 seconds long. I mean,
look how much bigger these men are that are chasing him.
This is just a 2-point conversion. Where's Crosby?
He must have been hurt or something. He must have took this play off. This is insane.
And then he ends up running it in. Yeah.
You were open.
Dude, that's one defensively.
I wasn't in. Zach was in. I was watching on the sideline.
Watching the
sideline. Go. You see a quarterback scrambling defensively. You're just like, fuck, man. Somebody, please.
And the big guys are running out of juice. They can only run for 20 seconds.
See, that's the best when it's like a 3rd and 6 and a quarterback does something like that, because all of you guys on the defensive side of the ball are just so gassed at the end of it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I finally have the upper hand. I hope we call it the hardest play for me to block because I finally have a shot at this right now.
You just find somebody like, let me just stand by him and act like I'm covering him.
Dude, something that was big in the news with Kyler was all the conversations around Call of Duty. When the Call of Duty would drop, he would be like, oh, here we go, Kyler Murray. Yeah. Was that ever in the locker room? Did you ever tell him, hey, listen, we got to get off the sticks for a little bit?
No, it was never really a thing. That's why I was. He definitely saw the memes, but it was just funny because he never really talked about Call of Duty. He never really talked about playing video games, but every single week he was in the media, everyone was talking about, the new Call of Duty came out, double XP weekend. He's gonna have the worst game ever. I'm like,
double XP weekend.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about? It was he never talked about gaming or anything, so I never understood.
Well, first rule teams, you don't talk about the teams. Like he's on missions at night.
Right. He knows the credo. He knows the ethos of the Marines. Dude, that is what was that last movie just popped up? What was it before the release? 30 fantasy points after the release, 18.79.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just finding every stat to get on him, but that is if that's true, I don't know, man.
We'd crush Coop because Coop is a massive Cardinals fan.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Because there's not even a whole lot of them in Arizona.
There's none in Arizona, so the fact that we have some in Nashville is pretty cool. Yeah.
Dude, I grew up in Arizona, and what was it, 07, 08 when they went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's the first time in my entire, I was like a junior in high school. It's the first time I ever saw like Arizona Cardinal hats out there ever. And then all of a sudden the Super Bowl was over and the hats just kind of went away.
Everyone left.
Yeah, it was like fairy dust. They'd all just kind of in the distance.
Well, it's like, living in Arizona, no one's from Arizona. Everyone kind of has moved in from another state, so they're all fans of their own team. So now you have the Arizona that sits there and there's no Arizona fans in Arizona. So it's a tough deal, but
dude.
Hopefully we start winning some games and we can bring some of those fans back.
Because there's so much to do in Arizona. When you went from Colorado State, and I don't know geographically, that's like Plains, Colorado, correct?
Yeah, so it's flat. A little flat. Yeah,
there's not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot. Born in Colorado, go to Arizona. You live in Scottsdale. Lots to do in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
How was that for you as a rookie? Distraction wise and everything.
Well, I knew I couldn't. It was funny. I wanted to live in Scottsdale as a rookie, but I couldn't afford it. It was a little tough up there. So they put us down in Chandler, down in the slums, I guess you could say. But it was fun, man. I loved moving to Arizona, and I actually trained out in Arizona through the draft process and all that stuff. So it was really cool for me to go back to Arizona and be back. But it's close to home. It's about an hour and a half flight, so I like that. And
that's nice.
It is. It's a perfect place to be.
How in the hell did you end up at Colorado State?
Wow, man. So I come from a really, really small school. And my older brother, 2 years older than me, he started getting recruited. No one had ever played really Division I football where I was from. My older brother started getting recruited. He had 3 offers. He had Wyoming, Air Force, Colorado State. Those were his 3. And Colorado State then offered me when I was a freshman in high school, which was pretty cool. So they had recruited me.
Was that your only offer?
No, I had 20, 30 offers, but I ended up they felt like home. My brother went to Colorado State. They had been recruiting me the whole time. It just kind of felt like that's where I needed to go. And I ended up going to Colorado State, and it worked out.
She said 20, 30 offers. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I had
what were
like
the schools?
Give us your top 5. Pretend like
Still,
this is Scout.com
like,
and we're sitting here.
Probably like CU, Kansas State. I had like Cal Berkeley. I had Nebraska never gave me the offer. You know, I was bummed about that. But
Were you a Nebraska guy?
I love Nebraska, man. I went to a couple camps. That was when Coach Riley was there.
Of course,
yeah.
naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally, we fucking didn't see you.
And
I just start projecting.
Yeah,
you fucking Coach
I was
Riley.
over here in the corner, like, oh,
But,
yeah, of course, that motherfucker.
I mean, I didn't have like, I didn't have any crazy big offers, but you know, Kansas State, Colorado, just a couple of the mid tier ones.
But
it was
still,
fun.
they're way. I mean, no disrespect to Colorado State,
Yeah.
those are way bigger than Colorado
for
State.
sure. Well, it was crazy because no one had ever went Division I, so just going to Colorado State was a huge deal for where I was from and what we did. So I didn't really think too much of it, and then I had a great opportunity to play right away at Colorado State, and it kind of led me to where I am now.
What does go into a decision like that? Because I'm still,
You're processing.
I'm processing.
Yeah.
Like, do you kind of pick at the age you're at, being in high school, being from something so small, feeling like, okay, I got some solid level D1, some solid level Division I scholarships, is like, I like to go to Colorado State because I can play really fast, but also it's small enough to where I don't feel like I'm going out and possibly getting exposed at a
also,
bigger D1
his
program.
brother's probably. I mean, his brother being
My
there is
brother
probably
made a
big
huge
deal.
impact on that just to play with him, but honestly, I didn't really know how good I was because I came from such a small town. I was the best in my little town, and I was like, am I really even good, or am I just good in my little town? And then I was like, I'm going to go to Colorado State. First of all, it was the same coaching staff from when they offered me my freshman year to so they had been there for 5 years now, which was promising to me. And then my brother went there. I would go up on the weekends and party with my brother, so I knew all the football. I knew everybody, so I'd show up and like I felt like I was already part of the team before I even got there. So it just kind of felt right. And truthfully, like I said, I didn't really know if I was good. I was like, I could come here and be terrible. Like all these guys are from Georgia. They're from all these big, states, these football states. And then I'm coming from this small town in Colorado. Like, am I even good enough to play? And then got to Colorado State and found quickly that I could hang with these dudes. And here I am.
Dude, it's a heady play by Colorado State because they offer his brother. His brother goes there and they're like, we just got to keep getting this kid over and over and over again. Make it seem like it's right.
That's
Bring
exactly
him up
what
here.
they did.
Keep it going. Did you ever take an official visit to Colorado?
So I tried to, but I had committed to Colorado State like my junior year, and then I tried to. I didn't really know. Like, no one knew how the recruiting stuff worked where I was from. So it was just like I was like the pioneer, trying to figure it all out. And I
just a slam out for slaughter. Like, yeah, you go. Hey, let us know how it goes, Trey.
So I tried to go to all these. After I had committed, I tried to do all these official visits, but they were like, "Well, if you're already committed, we don't want you on the visit." So it didn't really work out. Coach McIntyre was the head coach at Colorado at the time, and I ended up not even going on a visit there. I just went to Colorado State official visit there, and they locked me in. So I didn't even see anything else. It was Colorado State the whole way.
Truly, that's literally the. I'm so glad you asked the processing question because that's exactly how Colorado State gets a guy. Get him to commit early. Other people's like, okay, so you're committed to Colorado State. Like, I guess you're going to stay there. They're like, all right, I guess I'll fucking stay here.
Like, one of the recruiting tactics is like, you don't even know if you're that good. We love you, bro.
We can find out if you're that good here. Yeah, we can find that out right now.
Are you even good? Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll throw you out there and see if you
Kansas State, they don't actually believe in you the way
just
we
a
believe
young buck from a small town who's like, I don't know if I'm even good. You're like, this is the perfect guy. We've got to fucking get him right now.
Keep him in the bubble. Don't let him out the bubble. Yeah.
Every week we're there, be like, you were pretty good, but this is small town football. It's probably should definitely just stick with us.
How many people are from your hometown?
It was like 8,000, 10,000 roughly. I mean, my high school was 450, something like that. Graduating class, I always put on my resume I was top 100, and because there was less than 100 guys in my graduating class, so I'm like, top 100, make the resume look a little nicer, but no.
It's so crazy. 10,000 is a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, I mean, it's small, but it's
I thought he was going to say like 800 people.
No.
What was Bonne Terre?
Bonne Terre's like 4,000.
And like Cave Creek was 5,200. And
yeah, it's small, but it's nothing.
How many you went on a shitload of visits?
Yeah, I mean, I was the first one highly recruited like that. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I was.
I honestly don't know where to go with that.
It feels like kids.
Then you kind of find your way. and you're just wanting to play at a big program.
Yeah.
But again, nobody came out and offered me as like a freshman in high school. Like once I got in the circuit, like I was just in the circuit.
Yeah, that was cool for
Everywhere
me
else.
when I got. Well, I had got it.
It seemed like he didn't leave his. Like he didn't go. Did you go to camps and stuff like that?
No, I mean I went to like the local CU, the Colorado State
District
like
camp.
yeah, I went to Nebraska camp, like things like just the local ones, but I didn't go to no rival 4-star, get
Yeah.
so like I didn't have the big hype around my name coming out because no one knew how to get recruited. Like it was like our making a huddle was all on my own. I'm like circling my thing, trying to find cool clips.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it was
bro.
like
Yeah.
it was it was just so different.
We
Like,
made a VHS, and then my dad knew somebody at work who could put the circle on me to make it into a DVD.
Paid him like $100 just to
Yeah,
get the
like,
work
hey,
done.
I know a guy at work. He can do the circle.
Yeah.
He can also make the VHS a DVD. I'm
That's
like,
good.
oh, that's what we need.
Dude,
That's
my
what we need.
my
That's what we
dad
need.
would do the same thing. He would burn DVDs and he would put the he like bought this whole entire software, like learned how to do it,
Yeah.
put like some fun music in the background. He's like, this is gonna get us everything, dude. We're
Just
gonna,
back in black
yeah,
ACDC.
going big
no,
time.
hey, no copyright loss. It was like
Oh,
it was like this non-copyright boom 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 like just like me trying to go off, dude. It's so like the way you're talking about your recruiting process. I feel like I was similar that way, and it sounds like you were similar in the way that like when you get offered, you're just kind of like, oh, this is so
this is
awesome.
yeah.
And compared to now where these kids, it seems like, this is just my perspective, is like these kids are like, how much money are you going to offer me? Kind of like the confidence to go up to a coach and be like, I want X, Y, and Z. When before
Yeah,
it
it's
was like,
insane.
hey, I'm just so happy to be offered here.
That's exactly how it
every
was.
visit I took, I was like kind of ready to commit right away. My dad's like, maybe just slow down for a little bit.
Yeah.
I went to like 4 spots and everyone I was like, I think I should go here. And my dad's like, just hold on a little bit, dude.
I just remember getting the calls like, my football coach would be like, hey, Cal Berkeley wants to talk to you. And I was like, all right, get on the phone. They'd offer me. And I just felt like the fucking man the rest of the day. It's like posting on Twitter like, hey, Cal Berkeley just offered, Googling some pictures from Cal. Like it was just
Signaled everybody in the high school.
like, hey,
just
yeah,
FYI.
what'd you
Right.
do today? Yeah, I got offered by Cal
Oh, so
Berkeley.
you got homework, dude? I got offered, dude. That's how it works.
Were you in the NIL world at all?
I had it my last year, but at Colorado State, man, come on. Like I didn't make any money, it was there, but it wasn't there, so.
Did other teams try and get you?
Yeah, so my after my second year COVID, my head coach got fired and they went to South Carolina, the Gamecocks with Will Muschamp, and I was going to follow him there because
The staff you committed to that
the
recruited you in high
staff,
school.
yeah.
Okay.
So my tight ends head coach became the offensive coordinator. So I was like, quarterback left with them. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to go to South Carolina. And that was kind of the year before NIL, and they were still going to, give me a little bit, you know. So that was cool. And coming from Colorado State, I was like, shit, any money's, going to be awesome. So, and then I ended up staying for some reason, and it ended up working out for me, but yeah, I ended up staying.
It's like zero thought process when he's
I mean, it was just
best tight end in the NFL right now. He's like, I don't even know how I fucking got here, man. It just kind of kept working out for me.
It just kind of kept falling into it, but no, it was cool, man. It was special. I actually do love Colorado State, but I always do wonder, like, fuck, what would it have been like to go to a big Power 5, where the stands were filled. We didn't lose every game, I bet it'd be pretty cool, but it's all good.
Yeah, but you also sit in a fun group of like pre-NIL where guys would just pick a school, they'd be at the school for the 4 years, and like now have pride. Like you look at this guy right here. He's bleeding red every single day. It's GBR every morning. He wakes up and does affirmations in the mirror. And it's like if he was in the NIL area, he might have gone to 4 different places, right? The loyalty is so different. So I think that's a big deal. I
And
like that a
how
lot.
far was Colorado State from your hometown again?
It was like an hour and a half drive.
Okay, so probably the vicinity being close to home.
It was perfect. Yeah, my parents were at every game. I didn't want to come home, but if I did come home, it wasn't a hassle. It was perfect. Yeah.
Did you ever get to the point when you were possibly going to South Carolina, like bringing it up to your parents and having that conversation with them?
Yeah, I did. I actually was. I did the whole where you have to apply to the school. I had to pay like $150 to apply to the school, and I remember I was just sick to my stomach. I'm like, and I ended up not going, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, that's all my money.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
my
good chunk of
stipend's
this-
not that
yeah.
much. Like, but no, it was cool just to do that. I mean, I was 1 foot. I was looking at flights, and then just last second, my new head coach that came in really was trying to reel me back in, and I ended up staying. The main reason I was going to leave because Colorado State wasn't going to play football during COVID. The Mountain West was going to do they were just going to take the season off. So that was I just came off a first team all conference my sophomore year. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the SEC, play 1 year, go to the NFL. That was kind of my plan because Colorado State wasn't going to do a season. So then I'm going through the whole process. Then last minute, Colorado State's or the Mountain West is we're actually going to play a season. So that's what kind of kept me back. I didn't really want to leave Colorado State. I just wanted to play football that year. And I ended up staying, playing football, and had another good season. And here we are.
How was when you first got to Colorado State? People talk about the rivalries like Michigan versus Ohio State, Auburn, Alabama. What was the brainwashing like when it came to Colorado State and Colorado?
It was such a cool game because you went to
you know what I'm talking about. As soon as you walk into certain colors, the whole thing.
It was Wyoming and it was Colorado. Those are the two schools.
Sleeper rivalry is Wyoming.
Yeah, because the border war, and it's just that was the biggest the bronze boot. You're playing for all that, but Colorado was cool just because you got to play in the big stadium. You got to go to the Broncos. You played at Mile High. That was always a big deal. It was just tough because we always got our fucking teeth kicked in, every year. So that was a hard part, but it was a lot of fun though. It was an awesome game. They got the best of us usually.
Yeah, Colorado State, man.
He's
I'm laughing too. I'm partly laughing too because he's I was strongly considering South Carolina, but the new staff, they pulled me back in. They're hey, buddy, what are you talking about? You think you're good enough to go to South Carolina?
That's the SEC.
Stay and get your teeth kicked in.
Okay, I'll just play 1 more year at Colorado State and go to the NFL after that, I guess. I can't play in the SEC.
He's but the new staff apparently just came in. No, where are you going?
No. Hey, we really want you. He's you mean it? Yeah, we mean it. All right, I'll fucking stay, dude.
That's exactly it.
So okay. I feel bad for Colorado State fans who just got on. We're oh, fuck yeah, our boy Trey's on here. He's we fucking sucked. We got our teeth kicked in. It was cool though because we played at Mile High Stadium. All right, that's a W for us. We got to keep that alive. So when you get
they're going to get off.
Well, now they stopped doing that. Now they do
year and then just brainwashed them.
After this podcast comes out, there's gonna be 15 7th graders that get offered by Colorado State.
Everyone's getting offered.
There's gonna be you guys are a fucking class of 46, dude. We're gonna get all of you guys. Lock you boys in right fucking now, dude.
That is good.
So you get your teeth kicked in Colorado. You stay there. We drafted by the Cardinals. So when you go in to Cardinals culture, and we've already said it, not a whole lot of fans in Arizona, and the wins aren't coming. There's probably a lot of vets that are man, fuck, they're coming from whatever team. They're man, fuck this, and you're this is kind of we're here.
Trey's I'm at home.
Nothing's changed.
The one thing that was cool about Colorado State is I did win the Mackey Award, which was pretty cool. The best tight end, which had never really been done at a power. Whatever 5 school, not a
Power 7 school.
Power 7, whatever it is,
G6,
G6, whatever it is. So that was pretty special just to win that award. But funny thing about this is, they give you the big trophy. It's a huge, and at the time Colorado State was well, are you going to keep the trophy or are we going to put it in the, and I'm what? It's my trophy. I'm keeping the, and they're well, we got to get a replica. It's $15,000. How are we going to do that? And I'm
you just got drafted in the second round.
I don't know, man. Figure it out. So that was a big deal because they they're asking we got to ask some donors for some money to get this trophy in the trophy case. And I'm well, you guys better figure it out because I'm keeping this one. But yeah, go to Arizona. I swear that's no joke.
College is sweating over 15 is tough, man.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get any.
But also, if you're
money.
Colorado State, you won for some recruiting purposes. You got a trophy.
Oh, I'm with them. But the fact they're having a sit down, well, we need a replica. That's $15,000. How are we gonna get it? It's I don't fucking know, man.
I'm ask the donors or something. I don't know. Yeah. Take
we
the head
don't
coach.
have any donors, Trey.
You're a donor.
You are the donor now. Second round pick, dude. We fucking need you.
Colorado State, we love you. We are fucking going hard on them, but it's fun. It's good fun. We like to have fun on the podcast.
Because Colorado State, when they turn it around, dude, when that class of 46 gets in,
when they get in, we're gonna be going. Yeah,
you guys are gonna be rolling.
So then I get drafted by Arizona, and I don't really know much about the Cardinals. I grew up in Colorado. I'm a Broncos fan growing up, and I didn't really follow the Cardinals at all, so it was all new to me. Get there, I was really cool though. We had J.J. Watt at the time, A.J. Green, DeAndre Hopkins. They had some really good older vets, which was pretty cool. Zach Ertz was there too, so it was cool just to be there. Yeah, there's me crying because I was excited. But yeah, it was pretty special to go to Arizona, and I trained there. It's close to home. It was just a perfect fit, I think.
Yeah. What about that chin hair we just saw? Was that a perfect fit? Or
I couldn't grow that. I couldn't grow the
you see
beard
the way
at
it's
the time.
lying too. Like he's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
gonna
be on
come
TV.
in and fix that up.
I'm gonna be on TV. Let's trim this little goatee up as much as we
That is
can.
fucking awesome, dude. You get the buzz cut going too, or what? You got a small
I
little
had
fade?
some hair under there. Yeah, it was like a little fade, but definitely needed some work.
Seems
sure.
like you found yourself with this,
I did,
this
yeah.
pseudo mullet you got going on
I
now.
haven't had long hair in a long time, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna grow it out.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Well, how was that learning from Ertz?
It was cool. Yeah, I get there and, obviously I was bummed because I come off my best season. I'm having I was the best tight end in college football, and then I get drafted, and I'm expecting like I'm gonna be the guy right away. I'm gonna come in and be the starter, blah blah blah, and then I get and then Zach Ertz is there, which was honestly really cool for me just to come in as a young guy and to learn from a older vet, a guy who's been doing it at a high level for a long time. So that was really cool to pick his brain a little bit and figure out how he goes about his business. So my first couple of years was cool to play with Zach for sure.
Yeah.
He came in, Zach was competition.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
Because at this point, it's no longer am I good enough to play. Like we've gotten out of the small town.
Yeah,
Now he's like, I'm the fucking man out
You're
here.
going with this old guy over
Yeah.
John Mackey.
This guy can barely run.
You need to see my trophy.
He just has it with him with his
Carried
fucking
it everywhere. I'm
suitcase.
like,
Colorado State wanted this. I told him to fuck off, dude. I'm bringing this with me.
It's mine,
It's gonna be
yeah.
in the dorm rooms with me, dude. What was the hardest part of the? I mean, this is such a dumb question because everybody asks it, but like, what was the hardest thing for you going from a smaller school like Colorado State to being in the NFL? You have all the star power you just talked about, and like transitioning. Like, was it the speed, the strength aspect, like learning the playbook? Because there is, as a rookie, people don't understand how many bullets are flying.
Yeah,
Like, you
for
get
sure.
drafted, and there's no break until
Yeah.
essentially the season's over.
Right. For me, I think it was just knowing that you can do it, like believing in yourself, like trusting that you're good enough to do it. Because I came from the small school, small everything. So it's like, now that I'm here at this high level, it's like, I know I can do it. I just have to go out there and believe in myself. And it was really just having the confidence in myself to like go out there and do it. The playbook and stuff kind of came early because you have so many meetings and you're kind of forced to learn it. So that wasn't hard. I mean, the speed of play was obviously very fast early, but for me it was nice because I got to go. It was a twos. I was with the twos, so I was go twos versus ones is how they did it, and I was going against Budda Baker and Jalen, like all the starters. So it was cool for me to play against the starting defense and kind of help me get up to speed pretty quick.
What do you feel like your biggest growing pains were when trying to adapt to the NFL level?
I think just size. I'm obviously not the biggest tight end. I wasn't the strongest guy, and then
Which
now
is
I'm-
crazy. I thought you were going to be like 6'6" walking
yeah.
into the thing.
No, I'm not.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a crazy stray, but I 100% agree. Well, yeah, I
But
thought
like when he
yeah.
walked in, I'm like, oh fuck.
Because
Like,
hey, buddy, the
he's got
on the
some-
TV, dude,
Yeah.
we're watching them
Well, I'm
Thursday night
flexing
football
all the time,
games.
talking shit to
It's like,
everybody.
oh
and
shit,
I'm like,
this guy's
this
got some
dude-
fuck. He's a massive man amongst boys out there.
Yeah.
You walk in, like, oh, what's up, dude? Good to see you.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
No, it's
don't get it twisted. You got to build to you. I just when I saw you, I was like, oh shit, we're kind of.
I would
kinda
still.
the
be-
same.
You're not
hey,
looking up.
Just so
Well,
you know,
Yeah,
right
I'm not
now,
looking up too much, and it's again they're also in Arizona, so I feel like Trey McBride's name, like in fantasy, him destroying the league, everything else, it kind of comes not out of nowhere, but he's not in all these household
Yeah.
teams to where you're thinking of Trey McBride the first few years you've been in the league.
But don't get it twisted. You're in your prime right now. I would get you, Will. Come on.
I'm 36.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But
Shit.
You're lucky I still can't do it.
no, I'm just kidding.
Got this back going on right now. You're gonna be an issue,
Yeah.
man.
But no, it was probably just the size. I'm blocking, trying to block JJ Watt, things like that in practice and stuff. So that was just probably like the biggest like, oh shit, I gotta get bigger.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
these dudes
yeah,
are
yeah.
no fuck. These guys are freaks. So I gotta, they're all shredded up. They look like avatars, and I'm like, fuck. All right, here we go. I gotta block that guy. All right.
Yeah, that mentality right there. Who do you feel that mentality the most with? If something not like fucks up, but it just so happens to be the perfect situation where you have to be one-on-one with the defensive end. Like, who's the cat where you're like, oh, fuck me?
It's probably all of them, dude. They're all fucking way bigger, stronger than me. And I'm like, and the edge rushers nowadays are just freak athletes, So I'm like, every time I have to block, I'm like, fuck, this is a miss. This is not good for me, but I just got to bring it. So it's fun, though. I enjoy the blocking part. It's just, it's definitely not my strength.
You have
Yeah,
to do
fair
it though,
enough.
so people
You have
can't
to.
just
You gotta put your face in there no
You
matter
have to
what.
just
Yeah.
fucking give
Yeah.
it your all and hope for the best.
Do things you hate like you love it. Just
Yeah.
be like,
So
I fucking love blocking.
That way,
man.
every time too that 85's on the field, it's not just like, hey, pass,
Yeah.
Lord. They're just
Right,
gonna
right,
throw
right.
the ball every
For
time.
sure.
You know he's in the combine being like, yeah, I graduated top 100 in my class and I love blocking. Like he's just fucking putting all the things out there he needs to. How was JJ as a teammate?
He was awesome, man. Him and Zach were like best friends, so they were always together, always doing recovery lifts, all this stuff. But JJ was great, man. He was. It was cool to just kind of see him. He was on the back end of his career and just knowing everything that he's done, how he prepared. It was just cool to watch as a rookie to see, you know, one of the greatest guys to ever do it just in your own building. So that was pretty cool. We had a lot of really cool vets that I was able to learn and gather information and just kind of see how they go about their process and go from there.
Was JJ a guy that you're kind of like watching and observing, and then you're trying to like slowly like, hey, you're going home to do this stuff? Like, you ever have any teammates over?
You ever have teammates over?
Yeah.
You want to have dinner one night? Things like that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I tried, and you know, I remember he was great, man. He just did everything the right way, and his recovery was really cool. That's what I really watched, is every day after practice how he would recover, how he would lift, how he would. And I just kind of watched it, and I was like, well, fuck, if JJ's doing it, then I should probably do it too. And just kind of took some things from him, and yeah, still use them today.
Of all those vets that you talked about being on there your rookie year, was he the most intentional about his body?
Yeah, he was, and DeAndre Hopkins actually was surprisingly pretty intentional about his body too. But one of my favorite old vets there that was AJ Green, the receiver, man. He was so cool to
Really?
Yeah, just because I was a huge fan of him when he was at Georgia back in the day. His career with the Bengals was pretty special.
He was a beast,
and
man.
just the way he was the oldest guy in the building, and he would practice every day. He never took reps off. Like, just the way he worked was pretty cool to watch.
Was he like super mild mannered guy? Because
Yeah,
he seems
so
like so like chill.
So chill.
Doesn't
And then-
talk a whole lot.
Yeah, so chill. But then he would catch everything that was thrown to him, and he was it was really cool to watch.
Did you ever get him in a room and be like, hey, so what did happen between you and Jalen Ramsey? Because
No,
that was a wild.
Yeah, I
Because of all
remember
the
that.
people to lose their shit on Jalen, when I saw that clip, I'm like, why AJ Green? It seems
Yeah.
like he's like the most chill guy.
Yeah, I remember
of
that.
all the wide
I
receivers.
do remember that. Yeah,
Isn't that
was
nuts?
Yeah, it
It's
was.
all-
Cool. We played our last game. We played the Niners, and we had a trick play up where AJ ended up catching like a 75-yard touchdown first play of the game. It was pretty cool. And after the game, I kind of had a feeling his career was going to be over after the season. And I'm like, hey, AJ, can I get that jersey? Like, I just remember asking him for his jersey after the last game, and he ended up, signing the jersey, giving it to me, and I was just so
that's
cool.
bad.
Yeah, it was
That's
his
so
His
awesome.
last game as it was a Cardinals jersey. It wasn't a Bengals jersey, but it was still pretty cool to get AJ's last game worn jersey.
Yeah, you sit
Yeah.
with a guy that's like clearly a Hall of Fame type
Yeah.
of cat, and it's
Yeah.
the last jersey he ever wore in the last game ever.
Yeah,
like,
that was
that's
pretty cool.
That's a cool piece to own, dude.
And the star power that AJ Green had too, and not like saying receivers like skill guys don't work hard, but when you see somebody like of that type of star power have so much like humility and also work their tail off to where you're like, oh fuck, like this guy really is about it.
Yeah, that's what was cool to me. Just how some of the older guys would take vet days, wouldn't practice. He was out there every fucking day running post routes, running comebacks. Like, I'm like, this dude's a fucking warrior. Like, it was just cool to watch as a younger guy.
That game you're talking about with AJ, when it was probably his last game, was that the game in San Francisco when they
Yeah.
did this whole thing for JJ Watt?
Yep, that was that game. Yep.
I mean, that's two cool moments.
Yeah.
And now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of nuts that like AJ's like, I'm also done. And I've had a great career, and they're like, thank you, JJ Watt, for everything you've done for the
celebration,
for the NFL.
celebration JJ Watt had, and then
Yeah.
Trey just goes up to AJ, hey,
like, hey,
can I
bro.
get your jersey?
It's just like this
I guess
beautiful
this is it for
small
me.
moment taking place. So like how everyone's like sucking off JJ.
That's funny.
That had to be awesome, dude. Like
Yeah.
because when I was with the Titans, I could not stand JJ. He was always one of those cats. You're just like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
He's always like doing the extracurricular super guy, like super douche stuff. And then it seemed like at the end of his career, he like became or he, at least from my perspective, I was like, oh, this guy is
He's
aware.
actually a good dude.
Yeah, he's actually seems like he's a good dude. Because I couldn't stand the Watt family, dude. I couldn't stand them. There, he
Well,
was
I
right
mean,
there.
they're tough
That's not a
to-
great photo to put up, but yeah.
He seemed like he was pretty nice to you. Tapping you on the shoulder when
This is
you're
a
hurt.
fucking side Mitch show over here, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, that's when I
pulls up
tore
a
my
photo of
ACL.
JJ
That's basically
tapping
that's
him.
like
Hey,
the end of my
four
career
sacks.
right there.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's good.
No sacks, dude. No sacks.
No sacks. No sacks.
There's like,
Yeah.
don't touch me on the shoulder.
Yeah, you
Don't.
fucking. But thank you very
Don't
much.
wish me well.
I'm very emotional right now. I don't want to do this.
We hope you're enjoying this Tight End U interview. We brought our first team All-Pro with us.
Kevin's Natural Foods.
The reason why they get the first team All-Pro nod,
Go ahead, break it down.
convenience,
Ready in 5 minutes.
nutrition, packed with protein, clean ingredients, no junk food.
Oh, yeah.
And the taste?
Oh, buddy, tell him.
First team All-Pro, not even a conversation.
Not even close.
Wherever Bussin goes, our first team All-Pro comes with us. Kevin's Natural Foods.
Not even a conversation.
As you, so you've had a bunch of guys that you looked up to and you get in the league. You're like, oh my God, look at this guy, look at that guy. Now you're the guy in the NFL or on your team that people are like, oh, Trey, what are you doing? Like, how are you as a leader when these rookies are coming in and they're so hyped up about you? You're setting records. You're like, you're the bright light in the Arizona Cardinal community.
The one bright light. Yeah. It's honestly crazy just because when I got there, it was like everything's spinning so fast. You're just trying to gather information. You're trying to just figure out your way. And then now I'm going into my 5th year now. And it's like, now I'm the guy that everyone's kind of asking for questions. How do you recover? How do you work? Like, and it's
You got to show the way instead of
it's
figure
just
it
so
out.
weird because now it's like, it still feels like I'm young. It still feels like I just got there, but now, I'm one of the oldest guys there. I've been there the longest, this and that, besides Budda and one other guy. I mean, I've been there the longest. So it's pretty crazy to be on the other side of it. Now people are coming in asking me. So it's really cool on the other hand, but it is different now that I'm kind of becoming more on the older side.
Yeah, you're the older side, but it's like, you're only in year 5.
Yeah. So I still feel young, man. I still
Like how old are you?
26. Yeah.
It's one of the odd things about being.
You're still young.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still.
It's one of the odd things
That's
about like
crazy.
being on a team that hasn't had a lot of success because there are so much coaching changes, there is so much turnover taking place. So you put yourself in year 5. It's like, you're one of the oldest
third
guys
coaching
there.
staff already. In
It's
my
just
5th
nuts.
year. Yeah. So it's hard because like there is a lot of turnover and every year is kind of trying to figure it out on our own. But it's cool that I can kind of be the cornerstone and guys can kind of lean on me for advice or different things like that.
Is it when you're thinking about, okay, now people are viewing me as this older vet, are you more intentional about like showing your recovery? Because like for me, when I was a guy that was like, I'll get whatever I need to get done from the basic standpoint of like hot tub, cold tub.
Yeah.
If there's a sauna and I have time for it, I'll hit the sauna. But when I would get home, that's when I would try to do all like kind of spend a good hour and a half of the recovery process.
And that's kind of what I do as well. Like at the facility, I'm going to cold plunge, I'm going to hot tub, I'm going to do all the whatever you do at the facility. But then when you get home, that's when like I do a lot more of the recovery stuff, kind of rolling out, getting stretch, massages, things like that. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize is like you can get as much as you want at the facility, but you still have to do a little bit more when you get home because it's like it doesn't just stop when you leave the facility. You got to keep the recovery, keep the process going, and I think that's where a lot of people kind of get messed up.
Yeah, guys, they just go home and be like, okay, the day's over. It's
Call
like,
of
dude,
Duty time, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. It was a double
Log
XP
on.
day. Fantasy about to go down.
What do you feel is different about Coach LaFleur coming in than the previous coaches you've been with?
I just think obviously I came in with an offensive head coach with Cliff, and that was such a whirlwind for me just because it was my rookie year, learning the offense. It was really a college offense. It was no huddle. It was signal everything. So that was very different for me. I was used to it coming from college, but then get into Jonathan Gannon, who's a defensive head coach, who I loved. JG, he was an awesome coach, did everything. We just didn't win games, so it's hard to keep a guy. But then when Mike comes in, I just like the offensive minded thing. He's in every offensive meeting. He's running the offensive meetings. He's teaching the receivers, tight ends, how to run routes, what he wants to see. So it was cool just to hear it straight from the head coach exactly what he's looking for. And he's the one running the meetings too. So I think it's cool to have the offensive head coach again, just being on the offensive side, to have the head coach in your corner, knowing exactly what's going on the offensive side. So that's what I really like about it.
Do you feel any cultural differences?
Yeah, I think the culture I think is obviously they're still trying to be built in the foundation, things like that. But I feel like he's doing a great job of having his core guys, on board, believing in what he's doing. And I think that, his offense that he runs is pretty fun. And I think we'll be very successsul on offense.
Yeah.
It's just awesome to know that like that lineage, that tree
I
is
know.
getting somebody
Come from
because
the-
Dude, it's
you look at the name LaFleur, but the Sean McVay tree,
Yeah.
or what
and
tree
Kyle
is it?
Shanahan.
Yeah,
Shanahan
all those
tree,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
All those guys, how much success they've had on the offensive side,
It's
and how many
awesome.
tight ends have just exploded in that offense as well.
And they love the tight end, man. It's 12, 13, 14, 15 personnel. Whatever you can,
Yeah,
as many tight
let's
ends as you
go,
can
dude.
put out there, man. They're
We
doing
need
it.
a quarterback for this one, dude. Get 6
doing-
tight ends out there.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
It is pretty cool just to be, in the offense. And we're running the same offense, but we have 3 tight ends on the field. So now we're playing receiver. We're doing, all the other. So it's really cool offense.
Yeah.
I love it.
I have a non-football question, and I want you to know that this is a loaded question. There is a correct answer. What is your favorite place to eat in Arizona?
Oh man, there's a lot of good spots.
Think sports bar. Think not high. We're not talking about high end.
Not high end.
Let him stumble. Let him
Well,
stumble.
A little grimy.
it's already been
I
put
like
up.
this little grimy little spot, little hole in the wall. Zips is not a bad spot for sure.
Okay, I didn't like the way you said it.
Have you been to Zips?
I have been to Zips. It's just a sports bar. I mean, it's nothing to write home about.
Oh, and he hit with the mentions.
That is insane.
I know. He said nothing right.
Which one have you been to?
The one right there in Arcadia, right by Fashion Square. The one I think it's like Thomas or Miller or
That's
something.
a good one too. That's a good one. It's crazy.
That's the best one we have.
What'd you have there? What'd you
I
have
mean,
there?
it's. I just got like wings and maybe a burger or something. It's hard to.
What'd you think of the wings?
They're really good. They have maybe I'm wrong. They have like a golden flavor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta blame this on small town living, dude. I gotta blame this on Colorado. I gotta blame.
I mean, it's
this
good.
is to me the greatest meal you can possibly have. This is my death row meal.
Is Zips.
And so this is what I wanted to bring. I was hoping you'd be like, Zips is the greatest. I'd be like, oh my god, you see, guys? It's like a lot of these guys in here have had Zips. And I was
No, I've
hoping,
had it's good. I mean,
No,
it's hard
yeah,
to
it's-
fuck up.
you
It's
said
hard to
nothing
fuck
right home
up some wings and a burger and a
have
beer.
you had the focaccia?
I haven't. I mean, I don't go every day like you, but I'll
Matt, tell him.
tell.
Oh my god, you fucking sellout, dude. You're a sell. 3 times since your trip to Arizona, you've brought it up to me.
Focaccia's good. The wings were okay. The focaccia's good, but the
All right.
golden wings are pretty good.
Buddy,
As soon as I get back to Arizona, I'm going. straight to
This is
Zips.
the moment where I'm supposed to sit in the pocket, but I'm out.
I do think we're all in the realm that it's a good sports bar and grill.
Yeah.
Like good. Like you should go. Everybody that listen to this podcast, you're in Arizona, you should go to Zips.
It's good.
What about the wings, Will?
The wings are awesome.
Best you've ever had? Because you were saying that when you ate them, when they were in your mouth, dude. When I
Yeah,
took you
because
there.
I'm also a prisoner of the moment. But I'm not now that I'm like removed. I don't have like these are the best wings on the planet. Like I'm kind of in the camp. It is hard to fuck up wings. Now, time out.
I'm listening. My facial expressions doesn't mean I'm not listening.
The wings we had when we were at Buffalo Bills camp, those were awesome.
Solid.
There's good wings here locally. But like with Zips, all the time, every time you order it's just golden, right?
Golden, yeah, golden.
The
medium is
golden
what I
wing,
hear,
yeah, golden medium, extra crispy, extra saucy.
So you know the game.
Anytime you get those,
So you've been.
you're
Yeah, okay, so you're.
I can say this about them: you're never going to be disappointed. You're always going to like getting that order. They always have a well done wing. It's very quality.
It is
Lot
saucy,
of,
too. They
lot
do
of
load
meat
it up
to
with
it. A lot of
sauce.
saucy. You like good saucy, thick wings with ranch. Zips has got them.
All right. I'll tell you this.
There's
There's not a whole lot more I can ask for.
Right.
I'm
For
gonna
you, it's your death
continually-
row. For you, it's death row, which is
Forever, I'm going to bring up Zips. Right. There's
there's just a gap that no one's like going to meet that level of expectation
right.
unless you
Right.
find
It's
a
a level
sicko.
because there's nostalgia in it. for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I get it.
But I do think we are all like Matt took a wild kind of shot that like the wings are
Which is just
the wings
insane
are the
to
wings
Matt.
are good. The
Matt's
wings
trying to
are
look cool
good.
in front of Trey. That's how I kind of feel
But there is a little bit of fear that comes in where you're like, are they the best wings you've ever had? And I'm like, they could be.
Right,
I have
right.
no clue.
Yeah.
I just know that I like them. Anytime I get them, and I love them.
I know you do.
Every time. Every time I do love them. I do want that on record.
Yeah. Can I tell you something? You've never done a better job of just putting it all together.
Okay,
that
thank
was
God.
incredible.
Like anytime
I was about to end it, if you know what I mean.
know,
I was
I know.
about to
Because
jump
there's
out
a
of a
part of me
fucking
kind
window.
of shaky telling you all
yeah.
that. But if me and you are in AZ and you're like, Willie boy, we're going to Zips, there's never going to be a moment where I'm like, fuck, why do we got to go to Zips?
Right.
Maybe if we were there for like a month straight through and you're like, you take me there every day, I'd be like, buddy, let's just go
We've
somewhere
gained
else.
35 pounds. We can no longer go to Zips.
But I'll be happy anytime you're like, buddy, we're going to hit Zips. I'll be like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great vibe, great spot.
I'm sorry it took 5 minutes of Will
to get
calming
that
me
out.
down.
You like it.
But
You
it
like
is-
I can see it bubbling. I'm like, I see where everybody's head's at, but even Matt going, like, the wings are okay. I'm like, oh my God, this is good.
I did not say they were okay. So they were
I got
good.
Mitch putting ACL tear photos up. I got Matt just blatantly
I
lying.
know. And he doesn't know your triggers, but him saying it's nothing to write home about, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck.
And I did. I tried to tell him this. Oh, you write home about that. All right. Talk about this podcast every fucking week, dude, and it will continue to be talked about
That's good.
every week. So, what do you enjoy in Arizona, dude? Have you been to Old Town?
Yeah, I live right there in Arcadia. Yeah, it's a good
hell
spot.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't really go out much,
Smart.
but I have been. I've dabbled for sure.
Have you gotten to know your new super fan rookies or superstar rookies, Jeremiah Love and Carson Beck?
Yeah, I have. Jeremiah sits right next to me. He's very quiet, hardly talks at all. And Carson,
stud.
Yeah, Carson's kind of the same way. He's pretty quiet, believe it or not. He's just chill, wants to kind of do everything the right way.
What's the believe it or not mean?
Well, it's just like
that.
I feel like a
believe that.
lot of people would think he's kind of like but he's not. He's really
you
quiet.
know, you know how it is as a player. Like you can have this perception,
Yeah.
Right.
publicly,
Right.
but if you're all ball, like you're going to be a guy that's all ball, especially as a rookie.
What surprised me the most about Carson was we were at EA in LA
Yep.
and we were doing ratings with them, and the build on that cat.
Dude,
he's like a way bigger dude than I expected him to be.
Yeah, he's huge.
He's got a little something to him.
Yeah, he looks like a tight end. I'm
Yeah.
like, shit, bigger than me, So I'm
Yeah.
like, but no, he's a stud, and he throws the ball really well. I think he has a chance to be a really good player in this league. Yeah.
You think he's got
For
a chance to week one?
I don't know about week one unless something crazy happens, but he definitely has a chance to be a guy for sure.
Yeah.
But Jeremiah, on the other hand, that dude's a fucking stud,
He's a
dude.
freak.
Bro, he's gonna
That
he's
dude
gonna
is
be a monster.
He's gonna be dude, when we were at the EA thing, like guys would come in solo in their uniform and you have like 3 to 5 minutes with them and you kind of break everything down. When he came in, he came in with like 8, 9, 10 different people. And they're all like his little crew that came in. I'm like, oh, this feels a little more pressure on me. Because I was running solo for a second. He ended up being awesome where he's like, I think we got along. He was like talking about what he likes to do. He likes to people watch a lot. And I brought up
he's
him.
very quiet.
I'm going to come over. We're going to hang out, watch some anime together. And then right around 2:30 a.m., we're going to go down to Old Town Scottsdale and just watch the zombies get around. And he seemed like he was all about it, dude. But he seems like a dude that is 24/7, ball, knows what he wants to do. He's like a true football player.
Yeah, he is. And he's a stud, man. Just the few practices that we had together, his route running and his ability to fucking make plays is pretty cool to watch. Yeah. So I'm excited to have him on our side for sure.
He's gonna be a beast. Do you like? Obviously, it's all about winning football games.
Clearly,
you guys just got to win more. You got a new head coach. Yeah. You guys are building culture right now. You guys are. The goal is obviously to win.
Yeah.
What is the thought process knowing you're in the NFC West? Like,
it's tough.
Seattle, Niners, Rams.
It's a tough division, and then
like I want to root for you, but now I just had to come two of the division you're in, and it's like, how is it?
Miles Garrett, AD may or may not come as well. Matthew Stafford, MVP. Like the Rams are the most terrifying.
Seattle's defense,
Puka, right? Seattle's defense, and then the Niners are good. You got Fred Warner. I mean, they're all fucking. Every week you're like, God damn, we got another tough matchup, but it's cool, man. I think we have a chance. These are all divisional games and they're rivalries, so I feel like we were a lot closer with these guys than a lot of people think. So I think we just got to make a few more plays, score a few more touchdowns, and
just score more points than them when you play them.
That's really it.
That's all you got to do.
Very strong and courageous of you to say we weren't as far off as people think. As you kept looking at the screen, and my guys got it zoomed in on the records last year.
Yeah.
No, it was we were closer than a lot of people think. But when you see the Myles Garrett trade and things like that, you kind of like, fuck, I got to chip a few more times than I wanted to against the Rams. Yeah, we're going to have to slow his ass down. And then their defense is tough too. So we got our hands full with them.
Hands are full for sure. And we obviously talked about Colorado State, didn't win a whole lot of games. Get to Arizona, don't win a whole lot of games. When you go and sign this massive contract with Arizona, was there ever a piece of you in your head where you're like, I love to just go to a spot where I feel like we're going to win more games? Or was that never really in the cards for you?
It was, obviously that's kind of what you think of, but when the opportunity presented itself to stay with Arizona and sign the record-breaking deal at the time, it was pretty cool to do, and I was all for it. And I love Arizona, man. There's nothing about the place that I hate. Obviously wish we won more games, but it's a special place. I love being there, and shit, hopefully we'll turn it around.
Arizona.
Hey, bring that photo back up, Mitch.
As Arizona listens to this podcast, they're just going to know they got him forever. Like knowing how he got recruited to Colorado State. Was there ever a chance?
He's
like,
not
yeah, for a second
anywhere.
until they just pat him. Like, hey,
we think you're pretty good, but you might not be good at other teams. Like, oh, okay, I'll stay here. I'll stay here and just be.
I'm staying here forever.
How did, dude? But like, just Mitch just had this up. I had to bring it back up. But like, that's insane.
Yeah.
$19 million a year, which I know a lot of guys feel uncomfortable when like that's said. This is obviously a public platform. People are going to hear that number, but like that's got to feel absolutely incredible. Just your story of being in a small town.
Yeah.
You graduate top 100 in your class. You go to Colorado State just cause. You have all these options, but you stay loyal no matter what. You win the Mackey Award, and now you're sitting at the top, and a name below you is one of the biggest superstars in NFL history, Travis Kelce. You got George Kittle in there. Guys you used to come to tight end you to learn from, and now you're getting paid more than them.
Yeah.
It's just nuts.
It shit was crazy. When I remember going through the whole process of getting the new contract, knowing I kind of knew I was going to sign a big one, and I just remember I was at home and my agent called me, and I ended up signing for 76. At the time it was like, hey, we got 4 for 64, which was 16 a year, and I was like, fuck, dude, 64. Oh my god, like, oh my, I could buy so many Zips fucking wings. Like, holy shit. I'm like, just everything that's going through my mind. I'm like, dude, like, let's lock it in. Like, fuck, 64, that's life changing.
That's
and he's like,
your brain is awesome.
I know, and he's like, nah, bro, we're not fucking doing that. Like, we want
like,
more.
what? Why?
I'm like, you sure? Like, it's not gonna go anywhere. Like, and it was just cool to finally end up signing that big deal. To be, higher than Travis Kelce, George Kittle at the time, whoever was up there, it was pretty cool to sign that deal. It was especially for my little hometown. Now they think I like walk on water and stuff when I go back home, but it was pretty cool to sign that big deal for sure.
Yeah, his agent's like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to say this. He's, are you sure? Like, they're not going to get pissed off on it. Like,
They still want me, don't
we
they?
got a pretty good deal. We're like,
Colorado State called me right away, like, hey, that $15,000, bro. Like, can we get that back?
You didn't give him like 3 replicas, bro.
No doubt. Yeah, 3 replicas. Was it the first offer was 16?
No, the first offer was actually way lower, but it was like 12. The Cardinals are
a
shit,
they
deal.
slapped you.
Yeah, so then I was like,
We feeling disrespected? You're like, fuck this.
well, then I was like, yeah, it might not be the Cardinals. Maybe I go somewhere else. Maybe I play my last year and kind of explore my options. And then they finally, they wanted to get it done, and I knew I wanted to be the highest paid at the time. And Travis was at 17, and we got to 19, and I really wanted 20. 20 was the number I really wanted, but we couldn't get him up to 20.
Get it on the next one. I mean, usually they like incrementally go up. Like you see like TJ Hawkinson 16.5, then 17.1. It's like not usually a massive jump. You just two-pieced them.
Two-pieced them, yeah. I was like,
exactly.
Here we go. Yeah, it was cool.
When you got to 17.2, where you're like, all right, you're like shaking your agent, like, we got to take this, right? This is the time to take it.
Yeah, but he's like, dude, I think we can we're gonna get 20. Like, I was like, 20 is the number I want. Let's try to get 20. Let's like really, let's really make a jump for it. And I knew Kittle was gonna sign. He was due for a deal. So Kittle's, we were at the Pro Bowl together, and he's like, just waiting for you to sign, bro. And then so I knew as soon as I signed, he was going to jump me. So it was cool. I got to 19, and then George jumped me right away to 19.1. So
how long after did George's come out?
I think I was the highest paid for, I don't know, a month, maybe 2 weeks.
Celebrated for a couple weeks.
Yeah, and then he got 19.1, and I'm just down in the bottom again.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. I mean, it was probably 2 or 3 weeks, and he jumped me. I knew he was going to jump me, but it was funny.
Because who else was like that for? Was it Max and then Myles Garrett?
Yeah, there was that year. It was like Max, Miles, TJ.
They just
like a handful of guys, just like 1 week, highest paid in NFL history, non-quarterback in NFL history, over and over and over again. And it's like, Jesus Christ, these last 3 weeks has been a lot of money spent.
I know.
Dude's just making a shitload of money.
Is there a part of you like everybody talks about Travis Kelce, George Kittle? Like, is there a part of you that still feels slept on?
Yeah, I definitely do. I feel like these guys are always, the top of the. You see tight ends; they're always the top. They're always the ones in the media. Everyone's talking about. But it's honestly kind of nice just being the underdog. No one really believes. I mean, they're starting to now, but before it was like no one really believed in me. No one really cared for me, and then just continuing doing it year in, year out, just trying to be the top guy. And it was cool to jump all these guys and kind of get that recognition for a little bit, and then Kittle had to take the spotlight again. So, but it was cool, man.
George, man.
Yeah, but it was pretty special for sure, just to be in the conversation, to be on this list with a lot of really good players.
The rookie contractor sitting there in Chandler, your words, not mine, the slums. And then the minute this thing gets dialed in, you're like, Scottsdale.
So I get on Zillow. I'm like, where can I live in Scottsdale?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Was that like your
Paradise
first approach,
Valley.
like the first buy?
Yeah.
Because this is an incredible
Yeah.
amount of money. This is awesome. You absolutely earned every bit of it, but you got to treat yourself a little bit.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, I'm gonna go get me a house in Scottsdale. I know I'm gonna be here for a few years, so I'm gonna make sure I'm living right. And I went to Scottsdale, bought a house, and yeah, the rest of it I've just been saving for Zips.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
The
Need it.
callbacks. It is, dude. It ultimately just comes down to your team winning and doing well. Because it's like when your name was like just coming on the radar, I feel like a lot of it is you just followed rankings in like fantasy and you bet, who in the fuck is this Trey McBride guy just catching 10 balls a game all the time?
They're like, he's in 2 minute every game, so he's gonna catch 12 balls every game.
Because nobody's rushing to figure out who are the Arizona Cardinals
yeah.
playing this week.
Yeah, exactly. And it was cool just to, I became the top tight end last year, which was cool in fantasy, whatever, and it was just cool to be in the same realm as a lot of these other really good players.
Do you play fantasy?
I don't really, but I obviously follow it a little bit. Just to
I'm sure some of your boys back
every
home
single
are in some
week,
fantasy games,
either pissed or really happy that I had a good game. So it's cool.
Do you don't play fantasy? Not into it. What do you like to do outside of football? What's your go-to? Like if we were to come to Scottsdale, hang out at your house, I'm sure there's a couple extra bedrooms me and Will can go jump in.
For sure.
What are we doing? What are you taking us to do?
There's a lot. I mean, Scottsdale, but I'm a big golfer right now. I got the golf bug where I'm hooked. Like if I got any free time or anything, I'm trying to play golf as much as I can. That's kind of my fixation right now.
Yeah.
Me and Budda Baker, we play a lot together. We play too much probably, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of guys on the team, so we're playing as much as we can, but that's kind of what I like to do.
It's some of the best golf, right? Like Arizona's got incredible golf. I never got into it. Never was there, but all my boys from high school and stuff like that, they're always out on the course 24/7. Was it like Whisper Rock?
Yeah,
Whisper
like a bunch
Rock.
Of places I'm trying to join up there right now. Yeah, it's a tough place to get in, but I love it, man. It's fun just to play golf, get out with a lot of. Budda loves to play, man. Me and Budda play a ton.
Who's better between you and Budda?
I used to kill him. I used to beat him up bad, and he's starting to play really good right now. So he might be trending, a little bit better than me, but we have some good matches for sure.
Do you follow PGA and all that?
Yeah, for
sure. We were talking before off the bus.
Yeah.
Wyndham Clark, Colorado kid.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wyndham Clark went and won it.
Yeah, that was
this
sick,
weekend.
Dude. So sick.
Unreal, dude. I had my buddy in Arizona, Tanner Tanini. Shout out Tanner, friend of the show. He calls me on Thursday last week, and he's like, "Hey, whatever you have in your FanDuel account, you need to nuke Wyndham Clark this weekend." And I without even thinking about it, went and put $1,000 on Wyndham Clark to win. It was plus 2,000.
Yeah.
Or
2,200, I think. Right?
Yeah, 2,200. I put $1,000 down with a chance to win $21,000. And we ended up winning, but there was a whole lot of back and forth, especially in our group chat of like, do I cash out? Do I not? Like to the point where
it was coming down to the wire. Yeah.
Especially yesterday, it got a little hairy.
Dicey. Yeah.
And I watched his last 2 putts. That's all I watched in all of like the weekend.
And he put that putt to fucking
right. It was like a 52 foot putt, and he put that thing within inches. And I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I had a handful of people reach out to me and were like, "Are you gonna do the cash out?" Because I think like Saturday night, it was at like $12,000 or $13,000
to cash out.
Because
he was up by 7 strokes.
And I just I have 13x my money. Like this is clearly the move to do.
Yeah, like not even watching, thinking about it.
Right. You just look at your
he's winning.
Look at my FanDuel app being like, oh shit, like we're in a really, really good spot right now. So guys, we're going back and forth. But to me, it's like, I mean, we're wagering $1,000.
Yeah.
Like we'll see. And like the smart person would want to cash out. I'm happy I didn't. Because this is what the other side looks like. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You got the dub.
Cool.
You
got the dub.
Might as well Photoshop you on that.
Yeah. My buddy Rob Muji, he represents Wyndham Clark.
I know Muji.
Friend of the show. He's been on Locker Room.
Yeah. How you know Muj?
I just play golf with him. We're good friends, and I played with Wyndham a handful of time, and all those guys. Yeah, I know a lot of. They're all Scottsdale guys, so I know them all.
Muj and we went to Chaparral High School together, man. He's one of
brother
the best
is
guys.
The GM for the
Jets.
Yeah.
Jets. Darren, shout out, dude. Chaparral is a weirdly successful school in the football world.
I know with Dilly.
Yeah, Dillingham. I went to high school with him. He's head coach at ASU.
Right.
Darren Muji. He's the GM for the Jets. Rob Muji, he's a golf agent. But who else? Ziegler. He's the assistant GM for the Titans.
Yeah.
This guy named David Ziegler was my high school guidance counselor. Just that was his role, high school guidance counselor. And he's also like the tight end special teams, and he was the GM for the Raiders for like a year and a half.
Right now,
it's just nuts.
That is cool.
The way these guys go and do their thing, man.
Then who's your high school football coach, the one that's an assistant with
Charlie Regal?
Yeah.
No longer with ASU.
Oh, he's not.
No longer with ASU. Shout out Regal though.
Shout out.
He
Regal.
is the man.
Shout out Regal.
He is the absolute man.
Dog and tennis ball speech.
You little golf, man. So golf's your hobbies. Zips is your hobbies. Scottsdale's your hobbies.
No doubt. Yeah, it's a tough place to leave, man. Scottsdale's a cool city for sure.
Yeah. How has it been for you when you do go, like, I don't know how often you go back home, but when you do go back home, you mentioned like people feel like you're walking on water.
Yeah.
Is that was that a weird transition for you? It's like your boys are now starting to feel like fans. Maybe even some family members kind of feel like fans as opposed to like family.
Yeah, it is different for sure. Just because growing up, I was always the best athlete in the town, whatever. So I always kind of had but then now it's just kind of ramped up a lot. And now it's like every time I go back, they're like, holy smokes, like there's Trey. Like, and it's just kind of funny how people change. And it's like, I'm the same dude, man. I still, do the same things, whatever. But it is cool to go back to see everybody, spend time back at the, town. I do a kids camp back home every year. So that's always fun
cool
to go back and host a kids camp and see how many people come out for that. But it's cool to go back and spend time back in the little town I came from for sure.
Have you got your hometown? Have you got your high school replica yet?
I'm trying to get them to retire. They're going to retire the jersey this year, which is pretty cool. My high school jersey. So that's pretty special. But no, I need to get them a replica of that damn Mackey trophy. I gotta ask Colorado State for $15,000 and see what happened. Yeah.
You initially said I'm trying to get, and then you said they're going to retire the jersey. Did you have to go to them and be like, hey, can you guys?
Well, it was a process. They're like, we've never done this. We don't know how to retire jerseys. And then there's actually a couple other NFL guys that came from my high school too. So they're going to retire all three of us, which is kind of cool. So it'd be cool to just retire all.
Kind of getting your high school's Hall of Fame, dude.
Yeah, it'd be special.
Awesome,
yeah.
Who's the most respected defensive player in your eyes in the back seven? Not having to block Myles Garrett and all these cats, but in the back seven as a receiving tight end.
I think of like maybe those safeties, man. There's a lot of good safeties. Derwin James I've played against. Kyle Hamilton's actually a really, really good player.
Oh, bro, he's a stud.
That's a guy. I'm trying to think of who else. We play against the Seahawks, and you got Fred, the Niners, you got Fred Warner, and you got Witherspoon, who's a really good player with the Seahawks. God, there's so many guys in this league that are tough. But I feel like, I try to win more than I lose, and that's usually the case. Yeah.
Who's one that you're like,
hey, that shit went kind of hard just now.
Well, I mean,
you just said it so casually. It was a bar. It was fucking nice,
well,
dude. I just try to win more than I lose, and that's usually the case. Oh, shit. Let's fucking go.
Is there somebody that you look forward to the most that's kind of had your number?
I think someone who got me last year was Jesse Bates with the what is that, Atlanta? He's a good safety. He got me on a couple routes. It was back-to-back plays where I had an option route and then I had a go ball where he got me pretty good. So he got the best of me that game, and I kind of want to get my lick back for sure.
Yeah.
What was the early part of your welcome to the NFL moment? Who was the guy that you're like, oh shit, we're fucking here now?
Well, I think my first training camp when I was able to get a few reps with the ones, and I put my hand down and JJ Watt's lined up in front of me, and like I said, DeAndre Hopkins in the slot, AJ Green split out, and I was just like, holy shit, dude, I'm like on the offense with D Hop and AJ, and I got to try to cut off JJ Watt. This will be fun. And I just remember there's one play we're on the backside of a cut off, and I cut off JJ Watt, and he's not even, it's in training camp, he's not even trying, and I'm going as hard as I can, like trying to have the perfect technique, and he's like not even trying. And I just remember saving the clip. I'm like, I fucking blocked JJ Watt, like, videoing it from the iPad, like, wow.
He's just standing up kind of.
Yeah, he's like not even trying, and I'm like going as hard as I can.
Yeah. Just a perfect figure. Like, look, I got this fucking guy. I'm sending him
where you
the
gonna go,
moon
JJ?
And he's
right
like
now.
on the backside, doesn't even care, not even trying. And I'm like, for me, it was really cool. But
dude, that's
him,
where he made his hay, though, in the backside of like those run plays.
Just
he would just step and then
down,
swim outside of guys, and he would do the same three moves And it was the most effective thing of all time. It's
no
the
one
most
could stop
frustrating
it.
thing.
Yeah.
It was the most
fun, for
frustrating
sure.
thing ever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this episode to bring you another wonderful FanDuel ad read. The knockout stage of the World Cup is here, and every match has a feeling where one moment can change everything. And when Team USA takes on Bosnia, you know every goal is going to have everybody on the edge of their seat. That's why FanDuel is giving you even more reasons to cheer every time the ball hits the back of the net. With every goal pays. All you have to do is turn on your token, bet on the USA-Bosnia knockout match, and you'll get a bonus bets for every goal scored in the match. That's right. Every goal means more bonus bets. So whether it's a defensive battle that gets decided with one big moment or the match turns into an absolute shootout, every goal gives you something extra to root for. From the opening whistle to the final kick, let there be goals on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com/Bussin to get started now. We have some fan questions here. I saw the first one's really good. This is from Coop Comstock. Marry, fuck, kill.
What the?
Kyler, Jacoby Brissett, Carson Beck.
Oh my god.
This is coming from Coop Comstock.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna marry Kyler because he's pockets are deep for sure.
Okay, smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry for the money,
Yeah.
right? Jacoby, we've had a lot of success, so
Say
as
it.
crazy as that sounds, I'm gonna And Carson, just since we don't have a strong relationship yet, I'm gonna get rid of him.
You're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
All right. Coop, it's a good question.
That was not a good that was a terrible question.
This one is from Pursuit Sports Performance. What values of growing up in a small town have helped you to continue to have success in the NFL? Shout out Northeast Colorado and Fort Morgan and Akron, and go Rams.
I love it. I think what it is just like the ability to work hard and do everything the right way. I just try to be a good person, work hard, and it's kind of led me to where I am now. So just the blue collar, give it your all mentality, I guess.
Good question, good answer.
Mm-hmm. This one comes from Carter.Pollock. Had the honor of meeting Trey at the Phoenix Open back in February, watching him in the same group as my dad's good friend Tom
Candiotti, yeah.
Kenyati. Is that Kenyati?
Candiotti.
Candiotti. Hell of a time to witness Candy's hole-in-one and Trey going nuts for him. My question is, has he always had a love for golf, and when did he start playing? That swing was pure.
Yeah, that was cool. So I played in the Waste Management Open, and this Tom Candiotti, he's an older guy, former pitcher in the MLB. Par 3, I think he hits a driver, and somehow ball goes in the hole. And, at the Waste Management, there's so many fans. People going nuts, and I'm like, did he just hit driver into the hole? And yeah, he ended up making a hole-in-one. That was pretty cool to watch. But
was that in the 16th?
No, it wasn't 16. It was unfortunately, it would be sweet tip for that. It was a different par 3, maybe 7 or something like that. But no, haven't always loved golf. I really got into golf when I got to the NFL. So I've only been playing for 4 years or so, and I'm hooked. So I play as much as I can.
Dude, how rowdy is that Waste Management?
Oh, dude, it's the best.
It's so
the best
fun.
tournament. Yeah, just how all the fans are there and the atmosphere is electric. And
Yeah.
I was just so nervous that I was gonna shank a tee shot and kill somebody because there were so many people, watching. But it was an awesome tournament to play.
And it's crazy too, all like the little secret rooms that are in the
like
bleachers.
the Order of Phoenix or whatever,
Yeah.
those small like secret societies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
You're
all
walking
right.
through hallways and stuff like that.
Come with
You're like,
us. And you're like, I guess I'll come with you. I'm kind of nervous right now. Yeah, that 16th is awesome. It's like a Happy Gilmore scene over and over and over again. Will, you want to ask this question?
Yeah, BR1_5. What is his order when he goes to Zips? If Taylor can control his excitement, let Trey answer first to see if Taylor approves.
Taylor doesn't approve.
Yeah, he doesn't. Like I said, it's a little sports bar. So I'm gonna go with the golden wings, like you said. It's hard to screw up wings, and wings do it for me. So I'm gonna get a dozen wings and maybe a burger on the side. Wings main meal, burger on the side.
You got to get the Monaco focaccia, man.
He'll try that next time. He should get the Monaco
We'll come to
focaccia.
Arizona. I already got a planned date with Jeremiah Love. When I
Perfect,
come
yeah.
down, we'll do a 2-for-1 special.
2-for-1
So the
special.
3 of us can go to Zips together. Will, you're more than welcome.
Thank
to
you.
come.
I was waiting to see if I was going to get that invite.
You're more than
I'm
welcome.
in.
Well, you wondering what BLQ is?
Yeah,
I'll tell you what the BLQ is, the Bud Light question. It's the most important question you can possibly be asked on this bus. Because we know that anybody would do anything for an ice cold Bud Light.
Right.
What is something that Trey McBride would do anything for, but you can't say family?
I think that's a good question. I think just to have a great legacy, to be known as like a good person, a hard worker, things like that. I think I would do anything to leave a great legacy behind.
That's a good wholesome answer.
Yeah.
Good wholesome answer. Absolutely beautiful. How often do you think about a Hall of Fame career?
Honestly, I haven't really. I just kind of try to continue to be consistent, to put one good year after the other. And I think at the end of it, if I look back and that's what the case, I mean, that'd be pretty special. But really just try to focus on putting a good year together each and every year.
I actually have a question about, I know that was supposed to be the last question, but Tight End University.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit, how like you were a guy, came in, you've learned from the best, and now you're one of the best. How helpful has Tight End U been to your career? Getting to be around these guys that are at the top of their game and being a part of something so special for a week at a time. Because outsider's perspective, like sometimes like, oh, this is a shit show that takes place. The boys are getting after it. They're having fun. They're going out. There's a concert. And then, but you guys, it seems like you guys get some work done too.
It is really cool. They do such a good job of getting everyone together, and really the workout part of it's pretty special, where you have a couple hours to get in there, watch film, and Travis, George, whoever's up there is teaching exactly, how they see the game, what they're doing, how they're getting open, all their run techniques, whatever it is. And it's really cool to hear, from some of the best in the world of how they get open, what they do to get open, the different tools they use, and then to go out there and work out and do it with these guys. It's pretty cool just to be in the room, to have all the energy, and then most importantly, go out and have a little fun in the afternoon. But it's such a cool event that they do, and I'm glad that this fraternity that they've done to bring all these guys together has been pretty special.
That's what it's like too. It's like you guys got your own little fraternity.
Yeah.
Like year in and year out, how all you guys stay connected. You got Tight End U Day.
Yeah, it's really cool. Just and each year it's gotten better and better. The people they bring in, the concert. I mean, it's everything about it's pretty freaking cool.
Do you have a time slot where you're going to be standing up and teaching and speaking?
I'm sure one of these days I'll do it. I don't know if it's this year, but I'm sure I'll have to go up there and tell them how I run a corner route or whatnot. But it's it'll be cool. I'd be honored to do it. Just I don't know when it'll be.
You have a bag of knowledge too. You feel like you get up there and spin it.
Yeah, I feel like I could
be nervous.
I would definitely probably be a little nervous talking to some of these guys, but I think it'd be cool to teach some of them how I see the game or what I do to get open, things like that. And it's a little different from everybody else, and everyone kind of does their own thing, and it's cool to hear other people.
I love that.
Yeah,
cool.
I love that.
Listen, we'd be remiss, man, if we didn't give you an opportunity to ask Trey McBride a question. This is Arizona Cardinals sicko right here.
I mean, you already put my question. Who put that on there?
Probably Sherm.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting that to be on there. So I have another question. I want to know, who in the NFC West do you dislike the most, and why is it the 49ers?
It's actually, to be honest, I think it's a Seattle, man. That's a tough place to play. Their defense is a bunch of shit talkers. They have a really good team too. So I feel like every time we go to Seattle, it's such a hostile environment. Lumen Field's such a cool place to play, and they've gotten the best of us the last couple of times. So it'd be nice to get back on the winning side for sure.
Seattle, that defense locked you up pretty good?
I don't know about locked me up. I went for like 130, but we lost. Whatever happened. But,
they locked me up. I mean,
can I ask a follow up?
Yeah, get a follow up, Coop.
As a Cardinals fan in Nashville, Tennessee, what the hell happened in that Titans game?
Oh God!
Yeah, that was crazy.
I left. We had a watch party. I left so happy. Went to bed sad.
Yeah, dude, that was oh God, that was a game where we had the interception, fumble to the touchdown. We also had that was the game I think where the running back dropped the ball, right? And yeah, fuck, dude.
Yeah, he was like running it in
on the
right?
1 yard line, and he had like a 60. Oh my gosh, yeah,
not your fault. Not your fault.
That was a brutal game for us. Yeah, that was a tough follow up. I didn't want to bring that one back up, but yeah, that was a tough game for us. We should have never lost that game. And at the time, they were 0-4, about to fire their head coach, and he got one more week in the job to. God, they fired him the next week.
That is so crazy. That was their first win of the year.
First and their only. I think they went.
No,
one.
they had one more. You had 3.
Hang on,
Yeah, you guys had the same record.
Easy, Jack.
You guys had the same record.
That was also
same
Titans
record.
had the 4th pick. Cardinals had the 3rd.
and that was also the last game that Kyler started in a Cardinals uniform.
Yeah, that was the game he got hit.
Which hits me home. Yeah. That hits home.
God damn, dude. I mean,
Yeah, thanks
it
for bringing
was
that one up.
literally like the head coach was a dead
it was
man
the
walking.
touchdown. It was the interception to touchdown that was like nothing can fucking go right for us today. Where we got a pick and then this is
crazy. Is this the one?
Yeah, this is it.
Oh my
He
God.
tossed it out, dude, which is the most insane.
What are those meetings
What a
like? What's the
dumb-
meetings
what a
like the
dumb
next
move.
week?
Well, the thing is our head coach was like every week would talk. We had this letters and logos where you weren't supposed to drop the ball until you got to the letters/logos in the end zone. Was like a team. He talked about it every week, every day, and then this happened, and it was just so devastating because I felt so bad for the head coach because he coached it so much and did so much prep to avoid that, and fucking still managed to fuck it up. So.
Jack, as a Titans fan,
This is go, but yeah, watch this.
Yeah,
here.
let's
This
move.
was the pick into a fumble, kicks it in to a touchdown.
Boom.
I mean, you can't make that up. Like
that is. One
I
of
mean,
the most
that is insane.
Things.
The pick is so cool, man.
Great
bang,
catch.
Just to fumble to let's kick it in. To 3 guys jump on it, all of them miss it, and
Shout out Tyler Lockett.
Tutty.
Tyler Lockett
Yeah,
touchdown.
Shout out Tyler Lockett. Jack, as a Titans fan, your perspective, like at this point, I remember in the year, everybody and their mother who's a Titans fan is like, we got to get rid of this coach. We're done with him. It's over. He's a dead man walking. Were you happy about this win, or were you like, oh God, he gets to keep his job for another week?
I was happy because we were at our watch party, so it was like fun to be with our fans and in the community of Nashville.
Yeah, because at first half it was like, what are we
It
here
was
for?
devastating.
We were up there bowling, just like, oh my God, this
It was
is fucking.
more
I
great.
felt like the man at that party for a minute.
I bet you did.
It was just more funny than anything because you get your first win on a clip that really looks like it would be on America's Funniest Home Videos or like NFL's Worst Fails. And then I went to Vegas the following week and we lost to the Raiders. So kind of got my get back, watched Callahan get tossed.
Yeah.
So it kind of all worked out. But yeah, I mean, at that point, I don't think any Cardinals or Titans fans are happy in the moment. Like it's just kind of a game. You just want to kind of move on.
Yeah, you're just watching the game, just cause.
All the highlights of the game are pretty much just everyone failing forward. And so, yeah. But hey, 2026, big year.
Big
year for the Cardinals.
Big year for the Titans and the Cardinals.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Trey, we know we got to get you out of here, man. We really appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
So sick.
You're officially a friend of the show. We'll be rooting for you for the rest of your career.
Yeah,
if you ever
appreciate
want to
you
take the
guys.
Zips,
For the rest of time.
we're happy to do it. The rest of time.
You got like a discount code at Zips or
I
something?
got to actually have a gift card.
Okay,
but
perfect.
that's mine. So I can reach out to them though
All
and
right,
see if
perfect.
we can get you one.
Perfect, man.
I'll get you,
Trey's
yeah,
a
I'll
pleasure,
get you a
bro.
replica.
Appreciate you guys, man. Yes.
Appreciate you, dude.
Appreciate it.
Big hugs, tiny kisses. Please subscribe. Shout out Trey McBride, man.